I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being standing behind the bar, nicknamed Care Bear, Kieran Hickey Simple. And I'm joined here today by the creator of this show, the man wearing some Nikes that I cannot name, a black shirt and some chains, and glasses that are just not prescription whatsoever. You know, Emmanuel Acho in the building.
Hold on, these Dion.
Get out of here.
For those that say I don't rock with the Sanders family, these them Dions. Hey, beautiful people, y'all could be watching any show. You're hanging out with us. We don't take it for granted. I come in peace today. Yesterday was a little bit of warfare in my heart. I'm dealing with some things. A new year.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? I'm working through some things.
There he is. He's doing it again, Trae. Here it is.
What?
You just like you don't have the camera just like in the car.
Y'all could be watching any show. You're hanging out with us. We truly don't take it for granted. Honestly, today is going to be one of the most entertaining and enthralling shows, whether you know sports or you don't. We're going there.
I'm gonna try to spell and
so you don't come in peace. you quite literally are not coming in peace after just
not coming in peace whatsoever.
Yeah,
no, that's just not happening. I was gonna try to spell enthralling. I'm not gonna do that. Someone that can spell enthralling though, however, and also go out there in the NFL football field and put up a Pro Bowl caliber season, 1,000-yard season, lead the AFC in receiving yards type season. TJ Hushman Zada in the building. How we doing today, TJ?
Man, I'm good.
That's good.
Ready to rock and roll. Have some fun.
It's going to be a good show today. Joining us here, the second best ponytail currently in the Speakeasy. Social Trae in the building. How we doing today, Social
Trae? Man, it feels good to be here. We got some gossipy shit to go, talk about today. Listen, I'm happy to be here. It's going to be a great show.
Can I be honest for a moment, y'all?
Please do.
I was thinking, I'm not even just saying this. I've never just looked forward to going to work like I actually do at this show.
Oh, yeah. Me
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
in theory, it's work, but we come kicking with y'all on TikTok and on YouTube. I kick it with my dog T on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Care Bear behind the back. Social Trae, my dog. It's work, but it's vibes.
Bro, it's absolute vibes. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's facts. But I still got to deal with Care Bear, so.
You absolutely do. For the next 2 hours, you absolutely will have to. Look, we have a lot of news in the sports world today, but we have to start off with the largest story in sports currently. The Atlanta Hawks are trading the former four-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Washington Wizards for C.J. McCollum, Corey Kispert, per ESPN. Shams put out this tweet a little bit earlier. Trae Young, obviously legend in Atlanta, got them to an Eastern Conference Finals at one point.
This was crazy.
This was him
this was crazy,
leaving after the game, right after his trade announcement.
The game was still going on.
It was mid-game. 20 seconds left in the game, but he ends up walking out, got cameras on him and whatnot. This is one of the more hilarious exits to a team that I've seen. Obviously, we've had other stories like this. Harrison Barnes getting traded while sitting on the bench and whatnot, things like that. But, fellas, how do we feel about this trade? Trae Young heading to the Washington Wizards.
It makes no sense why Trae Young would want to go to Washington. Trae Young said himself, I'm requesting Washington. But can I say something that dawned on me? Trae Young is the Kyler Murray of the NBA. He is exciting, but you're not going to win anything with him. He's undersized. He's good enough to be sizzling to make you think you actually have hope and have a chance. He's good enough to make you think you have life, but he's not the leader that you need to actually take you to the promised land. And based upon his lack of size and based upon his lack of seriousness as it pertains to the sport in which they're playing, you're not going to go as far as you want to go. The Atlanta Hawks have not had a winning season in over 3 seasons. I repeat. The Atlanta Hawks have not had a winning season in over 3 seasons. So why would you want to tether yourself to Trae Young? If Trae Young wants to move off of him. You had a losing season last season. You went 40-42 the year before, and you went 41-41 the year before. You ain't made the playoffs in 2 years, and it didn't look like you were going to make it this year. So to me, T, goodbye. So long. Peace. Arrivederci.
It's odd that you would want to go to arguably the worst franchise in the NBA.
Yeah, maybe
that's what the Wizards are.
Facts.
But what this tells me is Trae Young just want to be the man.
Yeah.
He wants to go to a team where it's my show.
Is that not Atlanta? Has that not been Atlanta the last 8 years of his career since
Yes,
2019?
the last 8 years, but it's no longer that this year
Gotcha.
because of the emergence of Tyson Daniels and other
yeah.
guys. And so they got other players now that have taken over. So it's no longer the Trae Young show in Atlanta. The only organization where it can remain the Trae Young show is the Wizards.
T, I wasn't going to share this story, but T got me there. I've seen Trae Young one time. I don't remember if we dapped up or not. I've seen Trae Young one time. And that was a moment I was like, oh, this dude has main character syndrome. Where you always think you're the main character. I'm at Catch LA. Catch LA, we've all been there. You been to Catch yet?
Yeah, no,
Bet.
of course. Yeah.
So Catch is 10 minutes from where the studio is. And Catch used to be, especially, and still to some degree, is like the scenic spot in LA.
I ain't never been.
Never been.
Never.
Well, we're going to pull up one day.
Cool
So
Instagram follow.
I would go Catch every Friday night. And I go to Catch one day. And Tom Holland is there.
Yep.
So for those unfamiliar, Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Every Friday
Every
night.
Friday is
Catch
sorry.
Very expensive place to go.
Care Bear and I were having a broke boy
Every
telepathy
Friday was
moment.
crazy.
Every Friday was
Every
that.
Friday.
That's probably why I've never been.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
that's probably why I've never been.
Friday.
Friday.
Can I
Go
tell my story?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So shut up,
Okay,
Trae.
my bad.
So
Lock in.
Tom Holland was there, Spider-Man. That was the same day Justin Bieber was there. And they're all there, no glasses, no hats, chilling. Just out.
Yep.
JB's in a tank top out. Tom Holland, he's chilling in the corner booth. And Trae Young walks in, head down, hat on, like I'm not trying to be seen. Trae, nobody knows who you are here. Nobody cares of your existence here. At the point in which Tom Holland, and this was off the heels of Spider-Man, like his Spider-Man had like recently come out. At the point in which Tom Holland and Justin Bieber are out in Cash chilling, and Trae Young, you know when you think you famous and you head down, hat
Don't
down,
want
looking
nobody
down.
to see you.
I'm like, Trae, you're not that important. So I wasn't going to tell that because there was no need to until you brought up that point and it illuminated like, wait a second, maybe Trae Young is trying to go somewhere where he can be the main character once again.
But I don't mind that. I don't mind a guy wanting to put the team on his back and say, I got you. Mm-hmm. You just got to produce. If he can get the Wizards to the playoffs.
Let's be honest.
Or just make them competitive. Because when you look at, I think he sprained his knee to start the season, right? Mm-hmm. And I said Tyson Daniels. It's Dyson
yeah.
Daniels. Yeah. He's played so well, we don't need Trae Young. But the executive that traded for him during the draft, because y'all remember now, they traded Luka for Trae Young. He's an executive with the Wizards, that same executive. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so if he can really just make the Wizards competitive, that makes him look better. So I don't mind somebody saying, I believe in me. I want to go to the worst franchise. Because it was reported that was his team.
That was his team.
That was his destination. Now, was it because of the executive? I'm sure that played a part in it. But he looked at it and said, there's nobody there that's going to challenge me on being the guy.
I would go as far as to say this is the end of Trae Young. And what I mean by that is, y'all remember Trae Young 3 years ago, 2021.
Will he get another max contract?
Sure.
Okay.
But we'll never talk about him again. Like, Trae he led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals, was completely overmatched 2021 versus the Bucks team. But y'all remember, he would hit them shots and, like, he was Ice Trae. Before there was any Caleb Williams doing it, no. It was like Ice Trae was a thing. Bro, we ain't talked about Trae Young in 2.5 years, B. We just haven't. Like, Trae Young, the Wizards are where players go to die. Who the hell is Bradley Beal?
Man.
Like, Bradley Beal, by his game and by metrics of his game, he a dude. You know, you could walk on the street and say the name Bradley Beal, and average fans would go, huh? Jordan Poole was a splash. What did he end up being? A pool party, not a splash party.
Yeah,
the pool party. My dog went to Washington. We ain't talked about him since.
Jordan Poole was never Trae Young.
No.
I just look at it from the perspective, if you're Trae Young, I have no problem with this because you want to show everybody you are who you think you are.
Yeah.
And he has an opportunity to, if he goes to the Bucks, that's Giannis' team. Mm-hmm. You're just tagging along. But to go to the Wizards, I'm anxious to see. I just want to see, can you make them competitive? If he get them in the playoffs, then what?
But T, I hear you, but I was leaving a church one time, and shout out to my right hand, my chief of staff, Megan, and somebody came up to Megan and they said, Megan, you're the real superstar. I was chilling. I was listening to them. I'm like, why are they saying that? They said, everybody wants to be king. Not everybody wants to be king maker. I took a step back. I said, huh? Everybody want to be king. But not everybody wants to help make someone else a king. And I feel like the dilemma with Trae Young is you want to be king. Go be a king maker. Go help Giannis become a king. Go help somebody else become a king. Like, go be a Robin so that a Batman can truly exist. Chris Middleton, king maker. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Draymond Green, king maker. Draymond Green ain't nobody king. He helped make Steph Curry become a king. Kyrie Irving, he might think he a king, but Kyrie Irving, king maker. Everybody want to be a king, but Trae, it might be time to just go be a king maker because you sitting on a throne that's getting overthrown every single time you sitting on it. So what's the point of trying to be a king when clearly that thing gets conquered?
What makes this successful for what does he have to do with the Wizards to say, wasn't bad, wasn't a bad move? What is he going to have to do?
Success for the Washington Wizards is winning 35 games, brother. Like, this is like I
what's their record right now?
To me, goodness gracious.
You scroll to the bottom, bro.
I'll find, I'm going to have to go to the bottom to be able to find it. I think this is also a situation where guys that are 2s and 3s in the leagues, they go to the Washington Wizards to become a number 1.
Yes, exactly.
That's what they do. Like whenever you have, and especially and at every level though, a guy that's only good enough to be a championship 2, Russell Westbrook. I think about him, 2020, 2021. He was not good enough to be a championship 1 on a team. He's just not. Right. At that point in his career, he's not. But he could be a number 1 in Washington. He could go out there and put up a 22-11-11 season like he did. The Washington Wizards are 10-26 right now. And also for Atlanta, when you have a guy like Jalen Johnson hooping like he is, and it's been a constant improvement. He's on the same trajectory statistics wise. I'm not saying actually on the play as like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was, wherever it's like, oh, we expect a little bit coming into the league, but not too crazy. And all of a sudden, Jalen Johnson's averaging a 26-point triple-double every night.
Nickel Alexander-Walker is
Nickel Alexander Walker's balling.
He's
Dyson Daniels is 22 years old, and he's the best defensive guard in the league, it looks like. Yeah. Like they have a good young core, and he's not the only one. I think Atlanta's trying to move off of him. For Trae Young, though, I get it. I get to go play fun, do whatever I want ball, and then get a contract out of it possibly. Yeah, that's what it was. Look at how Kyle Kuzma's stock rose because he was putting up crazier numbers with Washington than he would have been had he been playing on a team that actually had other pieces or championship caliber players. Yeah. I think about like the Zach LaVines of the world. Whenever you're in Chicago, you look like one of the best players in the league. Everyone knows you're not, but that next contract was could have been heavy.
Let me ask you this, because when Acho, you don't think he can do in Washington what he did in Atlanta? Because who he had DeAndre Hunter.
He had Bogdan. When he went to the Eastern Conference Finals, he had Bogdan Bogdanovic. It was Trae.
DeAndre Hunter was with him. Yeah. John Collins. Mm-hmm. They had the first pick in SAR. You don't think he can do with Washington what he did? Maybe not take him to the Eastern Conference Finals, but you don't think you can get him in the playoffs in the next year or two? Not this year. This is gone.
I think greater people have tried and failed. I say that to myself all the time, right? Whenever you want to try to like overestimate your ability in anything, I'm like, bruh, greater men than me have failed, G. You feel me? Like, but that's real. Yeah. Like, Acho, you really think you would do that? You think you would do that to that person? You think you... Greater men than me have failed.
Hey, I give him credit for trying. He's trying.
He's trying to ruin his career, too.
Yeah, can I be honest? What I think is going on with Trae Young? I think he knows he's been on this fringe conversation of like, is he a superstar type point guard in the league? Is he not? Right? And we saw when he was out and Jalen Johnson really took over that team and became that guy, and they were winning games and he was being productive as the number 1. Trae Young wasn't needed, and that became obvious. Mm-hmm. So he said, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to go somewhere where I have to be needed. The Washington Wizards are going to be 100% solely dependent on Trae Young's performing well in games in order to be any type of relevant. Yeah. And to Care Bear's point, 35 games is relevant for the Washington Wizards.
But here's my dilemma is, that is a young person's mentality.
Yeah.
When you're 21, 22, your rookie contract, I want to be the star. I want to be the man. I want everybody to know my name. Trae Young's going on year 8, if not year 9. Got drafted 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Trae Young, go win something.
Yeah.
Like, though you got to the Eastern Conference Finals, you got your doors blown off. Yeah. Like, I feel like at this junction in time, Trae Young should have the maturation to say, you know what? it's time for me to go win something. That maturation that though it got Kevin Durant cussed out, it was a maturation that got Kevin Durant rings. Though it got LeBron James cussed out, it's the maturation that got LeBron James rings. Like Trae Young, you need to go partner with somebody. Otherwise, you'll end up being a poor man's Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard finally realized way too late in his career, let me go find a Batman to my Robin. Oh crap, too late. Let me go back home like the prodigal son. You feel me?
Do you think it's about rings for Trae Young? Or is it about getting another Supermax contract?
Come on, man. We know that. If it was about rings,
he wouldn't be going to
Washington would not have been his destination. That was like his I want to.
Yeah.
Unless he just want to go for the
Now,
nightlife.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of players that don't care about rings.
He got some big brain play cooked up where he done call somebody on the back like, hey, yo, I'm going to Washington.
Yo.
When your stuff expires, it's time for you to move around. Then you come meet me there and we can try to start, building something from the ground up.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows something that we don't know, or he's cooking something in the
Yeah.
kitchen that we not even smelling right now.
Yeah, because my problem is, Acho, you talked about guys that are championship ones. Trae Young is not a championship one. He's just not. He's not going to be the best player on the championship team.
Yeah, that's facts. That's
It's
big
just
facts.
not. It's just not going to
That's big
happen.
facts. That's big facts.
Like KD, you have to make that decision. You want to go win rings. You want the legacy of all the all-time greats. LeBron, same situation. Those types of guys, yeah, you need to move.
But does Trae Young think that? If you're
I
going
think
to Washington,
he's showing that he doesn't think that.
No player thinks that, man. We
That's
all
the thing.
think like I'm
We
gonna
the
go
one.
there and I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
We all think that. You wouldn't be in that position if you didn't think highly of yourself. Everybody is good when you get to the NBA. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's good in the NFL.
yeah, that's facts.
The best players are the ones who really believe wholeheartedly that you can't.
You know
with
what's
me.
crazy? And not to get personal, but the dichotomy of a pro athlete, and we see y'all super chats, we get into them momentarily. Y'all think we don't talk hoops. We talk hoops. Y'all just not ready. The dichotomy of a pro athlete, T, is if you are too realistic with yourself, you'll never achieve your maximal ability. However, you'll stay longer than you should. I played 4 years in the league. Could I have probably played 8? Sure. Hung around on some practice squads, some active rosters, got 3 games here, got 4 games there, play on special teams here. Absolutely. But I was realistic. I was like, Acho, you ain't no all-pro. You're not even a Pro Bowler. You sure as hell ain't a Hall of Famer. Go do something else. And by the grace of God, the something else clearly exceeded the something in the NFL I was doing. But maybe if I had blind dedication to I must live, eat, breathe NFL, maybe I would have played 10 years. But because I was realistic with my inability, not even my ability, my inability, I'm like, hey, Acho, go do something else. So there is a dichotomy, T, between the athlete that thinks so highly of themselves, but that thought is what makes them so good. Because if athletes had my mindset, sure, they might go be great in other things, but I don't think they'd ever achieve their maximal ability in their sport.
There is a fine line of what you know how many players I deal with a lot. I coached in high school, and a lot of the kids were top recruits. 3 or 4 of them in the league right now, and another handful thought they should have played in the league. And so when they get released, say, man, what should I do? You're not playing in the NFL. What do you want to do? Well, I want to be a coach. I want to go do it now.
Yeah.
The problem that we have, and this is what I tell the kids as black players, we keep trying to play.
Yeah.
And you get on the practice squad, you may get 1 game here and there.
Yeah,
then you get released. And because you got that 1 game, you're going to try next year.
Yeah. See if you can get 2, 3, 4 of them.
And then you get another game, then you're going that's 3 years of your life when you could have been doing something else, and you're constantly training, wasting
That's well
time.
Said. That's so well said. I'm going to give y'all a quick note, and then we get into super chats. They say it takes the average NFL player 3 years to realize they're retired. 3 years. Because that first year, you're still trying to play. That second year, you're still trying out. And then by that third year, you don't get a call, and you're like, oh, I'm done. Look it up. My dog, Vince Young. That's my dog. 3 years. 3 years to realize, oh, I'm retired.
It's hard,
he played
bruh.
like his last game in maybe 2012, but still had a tryout with the Cleveland Browns in 2016. Takes the average player 3 years to realize they're retired. Athletes overestimate themselves. Where we at?
We do have some super chats.
Hit that NBA joint first. I know we got that $100 NBA joint.
Yeah, we did. So R Stone sent a $100 super chat.
Wow. I ain't
and,
never heard R Stone before. Is this the first one?
R Stone sounds familiar, but he's never sent $100. I will remember $100. What
up, R Stone?
What up, R Stone? We appreciate you so
He's definitely an avid watcher, given what the comment was. For sure.
Okay, bet.
No, for sure. So it said, number 1, KD is from the DMV, and even he is never asked to move to the Wizards. That's a great point. Number 2, do we need to start a Speakeasy building fund to get Social Trae a desk? Somebody passed the offering plate. Notice he just starts typing on his computer. He just is done acknowledging all desk tweets. So number 3 is Trae Young, this generation's Melo. Get the bag instead of playing with LeBron. I don't like that at all.
He's not nowhere
He's
near.
nowhere near
Yeah,
Carmelo
nowhere near.
Anthony. Yeah,
If you're talking about the ideology, I can hear it.
Nah,
The thing is, though, some players just can't stay where they're at if they want to be contenders in today's day and age. You're just not going to, unless you have an elite front office, you're not going to be able to build a solid team around you.
Right.
Like Portland, Lillard had to go. He needed to get out. If he was to win championships in his career, he needed to get out of Portland. They were just never going to build a championship team around him.
You'll regret it. If you're Damian Lillard and you don't do that, you'll have regrets. You did it didn't work, cool.
But I think you have regrets either way, because if I'm being honest, and people going to kill me for this, and y'all think I don't know I'll be watching, I promise y'all I'll be watching. I don't think Damian Lillard can be the best player on the championship team.
See, that's what I was going to get to.
And so,
7 years ago,
if you regret it, if
not
you're
now.
Yeah, nah.
6, 7 years ago?
Here's why I don't think so. I don't know that we've seen like these. Dame Lillard is incredible, right? Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
But like Dame Lillard can't Giannis his way to a finals.
Nope.
He can't Jokic his way to a finals. He can't LeBron his way to a finals. So if you're Dame, you got to shoot at an incredibly high clip for a whole series, but you're shooting incredibly difficult shots because you're not going to the free throw line 24 times like D Wade would when he beat the Dallas Mavericks in 06, and you can't muscle your way there. So you can say that the Blazers didn't do enough, and I would suggest they probably didn't, though they did have the LaMarcus Aldridges of the world, they did have the CJ McCollums of the world, but you can say the Blazers never did enough. They had the Yusuf Nurkics of the world, Gary Trent Jr.'s, all the things. But I also would say Dame Lillard was never going to be enough as a number one.
But Dame Lillard never had a true number two.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, but the thing is,
let's
look at the teams that won championships. Let's look at the teams who won championships. Who does Dame Lillard team up with that's not better than him to go win a championship over the teams that won?
That's not better than him?
That's not better than him. Who could he have teamed up with that's not better than him to go win championships?
Right.
Nobody. I'm sorry.
But that's the point. I think that serves my point, which is he needs somebody better than him.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all say,
that's why. Okay.
Y'all say his number 2 wasn't good enough. Is Chris Middleton an elite number 2?
No.
He's not. But he was an all-star.
He was an all-star 1 year.
But Dame never had
But
an
here's
all-star.
what I'm saying. Like Chris Middleton and CJ McCollum in their prime. Comparable.
You know
with
what it
all
is,
due
Sue?
respect, they're comparable.
If you're going to be, Dame Lillard's about a little taller than me, 6'2.5", 6'3".
Maybe.
Yeah. CJ, the problem is your 2 and your 1 are undersized guys.
Yeah.
That's, to me, you got to be Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, 6'8", 6'6", 6'7", around.
Yeah.
You can't be 6'3" and under your 1 and your 2.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem.
Who are the guys 6'3" or under that? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, so one thing to think about, though, because a lot of it has to do with building it and who you're around. So, yes, as a 1-2 punch, maybe not. But if you take Dame in his prime and put him on this most recent Thunder team without Shea, swap him and Shea and Dame in his prime, that team can win a championship.
Yeah.
And he's the number 1 on that team.
Here's the difference to me. Shea was going to get to 35, and it was going to be much easier than Dame.
Yeah.
Dame was going to do it.
They play a different
But Dame
style.
was going to have to shoot 12 threes, go 8 for 12 from 3.
Yeah.
Go 9 for 10 or 8 for 9 from the free throw line, and then go about like 12 for 30, maybe about like 12 of 22 from the field.
Also,
Shea is shooting 18 free throws.
Have
But
we
it's
seen
his
Dame?
Strap
Also,
up
that's the
anybody
other thing.
either.
Have we seen Dame play the defense that we saw Shea play during that playoff run either?
That's fair.
Like Shea is really 6'6", really out there getting still playing pass
can't
lanes
play
doing
that
it.
type of defense because not that he can't do it. If Shea is not scoring, he got other guys that's gonna score.
Yeah.
He got other guys. If Dame is playing that type of defense, he's worn out on
let's be
offense. Who's
honest.
scoring?
But we have to be real, and then we got to move on for the sake of time. Dame has physical limitations that Shea doesn't.
Yes, very true.
Dame
Very true.
I don't know that Dame can physically play the style of defense that Shea can.
But he doesn't need to with a Jalen Williams, a Lou Dort, and, Alex Caruso with
But I think you're making too many concessions.
Wallace.
Casey Wallace is a good defender.
Giannis, we don't make concessions for Giannis.
Yeah.
We don't make concessions for Shea.
Yeah.
But Dame, but he ain't got to, Acho. But Shea could and did.
Yeah.
Giannis could and did.
Right.
Now, Jokic is just such a unicorn.
Yeah,
but
he is a unicorn,
we can't keep making these. I think we make concessions for Dame.
Yeah.
That's my only
That's fair.
my only
Yeah.
thought. That's my only thought.
To the Melo point, though, no, because Melo saying I want to stay and win it by myself is much more tolerable to me than Trae Young saying I want to go somewhere and win it by myself. Like, I believe in Melo a little bit more to do that than
Allen Iverson
Trae
Also,
Young.
the only two guys to be championship ones under 6'5" since the 3-point line was in there. It's Steph Curry and it's Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
And that's and Isaiah Thomas's team stacked.
Yeah,
you can make the same argument. Steph Curry's team stacked. Like,
Yeah.
and also
It doesn't happen often.
Dame's
You're
just
saying
not-
that actually won championship.
that were a championship one. They were the number one on a championship team. Like that's
because there's some guys that could have been. I would
there's
argue.
some guys that could have been for sure. AI,
John Stockton would be one of them.
AI had a great
for sure.
team. Yeah,
Yep.
but John Stockton also had Malone.
Facts, which is a crazy.
Where we at, Trae? Where we at?
We got a $50 super chat from Eduardo Salinas. Shout out to the Salinas. We got one in the back. He said, "I'm back. Haha, y'all killing it. By the way, Cards have some pieces on offense and defense. Look at what Wilson did. Get us a good coach with Kyler. We might do something. Love from Arizona."
Eduardo, I 100% agree with that.
Okay.
I do. I'm
You
biased.
like that receiver, not Marvin Harrison. You like that other cat,
Michael Wilson.
Michael. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been training him since he was a kid.
Okay.
I trained him since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Like the first, all the way through. So he was like my pride and joy. I'm like, bro, he gon' ball.
Yeah.
Went to the senior, had an undrafted grade when he went to the Senior Bowl. Undrafted grade when he went to the Senior Bowl. Got him in the Senior Bowl, and then he murdered the Senior Bowl, killed everybody. And so I agree with that one. I like
That's fair.
that.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I got a couple more to get to. The Donathan, welcome back with another super chat, said, "There is thinking highly of yourself and there is delusional. Trae Young isn't good enough to be a championship number one. He's too inconsistent and he's undersized. He should go be a 6-man. 6-man is a little harsh.
That's harsh.
Yeah, that's a
That's
little
harsh.
harsh.
Damn.
But-
That's harsh.
The Donathan.
But
huh?
On some teams.
But if I'm being honest, bro, respectfully, all elite athletes are delusional. You're more likely to
You
get
gotta
struck by
be.
lightning than play in the NFL.
Yes. Yeah.
And when I walk
Very
out
true.
here, I'm not getting struck by lightning.
Right,
So I'd be delusional to think I'm gonna walk outside and get struck by lightning, especially because it's not raining.
Yeah.
And I'm more likely to play in the NFL than for that to happen.
Hey, man, I'm
Yeah.
So
knocking
shout
on
out to
wood.
Donathan, but like the elite athletes, that's why when people clown elite athletes, regardless of how great they were in the league, backup quarterbacks this, backup that, like you're more likely to get struck by lightning, bruh. So like you have to be delusional to play, to make it to the highest level. It's a weird conundrum, bro.
It definitely is. Our guy, 214 Mr. DFW.
Hey, my dog.
Send a $20 super chat that says, "Speakeasy, what up? I'm locked in every night, even if I don't send a chat. I see Acho always slow sipping that water like it's tequila." Quick question, TJ. Who you got winning Sunday, Eagles or 40 Winers?
Whiners. Bro, he's so funny, dog.
He's hilarious.
The way the Niners struggle blocking that Seattle defensive line,
Yeah.
what they gonna do with this Eagles? Since they got Jalen Phillips, they damn near unblockable. I like the Eagles.
Yeah. You have to. You have to.
Last one I got, the Philip Hancock. Shout out my guy Philip, said, "I'm just coming in to ask if you all can get Social Trade Super Bowl tickets for all the hard work he's done." It's crazy. Y'all try to give me a dead Super Bowl tickets. If Acho actually came through
Have
on
you ever
y'all
been to
super
the Super
chat
Bowl?
request,
Like live
I would
there?
be living lavish.
Oh,
I'd be living lavish. But he's stingy and Nigerian and so
Are those two things the same thought?
they are
Absolutely,
almost
yeah.
synonymous. Yeah,
Okay,
they're pretty
bet.
much interchangeable. Stingy. I have not met
Stingy
a Ni-
scamming,
I won't go as far to say the scamming, but I've never met a Nigerian who's not frugal.
That's fair.
To put it politely.
I will. Here's the thing: Nigerians feel like everything is running out.
no! You know what's crazy? Y'all, hey, they're frugal. My daughter's best friend is Nigerian. Okay, he's frugal, but he not.
Yeah,
Like he gonna splurge, but he cheap. It's so weird.
Yeah,
like you'll do this, I'm like, I thought you was cheap.
Right. Well, that makes
So-
sense. Because
That's Acho the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Exactly.
going to catch every single week.
Yeah,
Trey,
exactly.
you're not getting a desk.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep. My mom came to the show, a couple days ago. She was like, "Wow, Acho and Shady both had on some Louis Vuitton shoes."
Yeah.
But you're still sitting at a cheap ass food tray. What's going on there? And so it does make sense. They will splurge, but they're also cheap as hell. So I
Look at
listen.
Acho, man. He's not liking this one. That's
Well,
crazy.
sometimes reality is a harsh truth.
Next topic, please.
Look, we got to keep it pushing. Today on First Take, Stephen A. Smith has some choice words for the New York Jets. They were discussing quarterback Dante Moore at Oregon and whether he should come out and get selected by the Jets or return to college. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Number two, let me say this, and I'm damn near serious about this. I'd eat something to provoke myself to have food poisoning where I'm like garbage before I'd play for the Jets. I'm telling you right now, whatever I could do to be alive and be okay in the end, but to ruin their thoughts of ever wanting me on their roster, I would do. And damn it, I'd go back to college before I play for the Jets.
That's it right there.
Brother.
Did you see what Garrett Wilson said in response?
Yeah, Garrett Wilson saw this and responded and said, damn, you got to be a real sellout, and above all, a square to be on ESPN nowadays. Used to love that show. You guys think Garrett Wilson is out of line for these comments on his New York
He way out of line. He way out of line. Let's be honest. Stephen A. didn't have to say it like that, but Garrett Wilson led the Jets in receiving yards with 395 yards. I repeat.
Sheesh.
Garrett Wilson.
Swear to God.
Swear to
Can
God.
we fact check that?
Fact check.
How many games
That
he
don't
playing?
He didn't
sound
even
right.
play like the last 6-7 games of the season.
Let's go ahead and look
Garrett
at it.
Wilson
No.
led the Jets in receiving yards.
Garrett Wilson with 8 games played,
395
36
receiving
receptions, 395 yards, led the Jets in.
So,
yeah.
how the hell
Bruh.
can you hear Stephen A. say, I wouldn't want to play for the Jets, and you had 395 receiving yards? You played less than half the season, 44% of the games, led the team in receiving yards, and you get offended. Come on, bro. Like, Garrett Wilson, be for real. The Jets suck. You're really good, but the Jets suck. And with all due respect, the Jets are so bad that they're making us forget you're really good. So, Garrett Wilson, I think to some degree, you should take heed to what Stephen A. Smith is saying. After you deal with the offense in your heart and in your head, take heed to the fact that, the Jets suck. You got really good players. Breece Hall, really good player. Afterthought. The backup running back, Braylon Allen, was a really good player. Afterthought. Who the hell he? C.J. Mosley was a really good player. Afterthought. Sauce Gardner, allegedly a really good player. Traded, gone, but during the course, afterthought. Quinnen Williams was a really good player. Who the hell is he? Quincy Williams, really good player. Don't nobody talk about him. So, the Jets are so bad that they ruin any potential of good. Garrett Wilson, don't get a joke off. Listen to the man. Listen to the man.
You know what? I don't mind what he said. He's supposed to defend his team because he there long term. He just signed an extension. He gonna be there. He's going nowhere. But when you look at what Stephen A. said, if you're a quarterback and you got to look at this from a business perspective, look at the first round guys that have been drafted by the Jets, and it just doesn't pan out. Every player you draft cannot be bad. Mm-hmm. They cannot all be bad. And now we're starting to realize they aren't. Because now Sam Darnold has won 15 games.
Yeah.
With the Minnesota Vikings,
Yeah.
15 games with the Seattle Seahawks. He couldn't do shit with the Jets.
Facts.
He was terrible with the Jets.
Geno Smith?
Geno Smith was an afterthought.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Seattle with Pete Carroll, and it's like,
cooking.
oh, I can play now. Will this happen with Zach Wilson? We don't know.
Here's what else. Todd Bowles couldn't coach with the Jets.
I don't
Dipped
know.
out.
I don't
all
understand
of a sudden, goes to the playoffs 3-4 years in a row.
When you're playing, you'll watch television like Garrett Wilson, and you look like we good. Mm-hmm. And you hear all these people talking, oh man, this team is dysfunctional from the top to the bottom. They're not on the same page. You really think when you're playing that stuff don't matter. It really matters.
Yeah.
It really matters. And so unless the Jets really clean house, it doesn't matter who the head coach is.
Yeah.
It's not the head coach.
I also blame, let me go here. What's the owner's name? You'll probably know.
Woody Johnson.
Woody Johnson. I blame Woody Johnson because I don't believe that the Jets are his first priority. And if the Jets aren't your first priority, I don't know how well you can do. Clark Hunt, the Kansas City Chiefs are his first priority. Clark Hunt went to my high school. Know Clark Hunt. Know that whole family. That's his priority. That's why they win.
They don't have to be your first priority. Hire somebody and just let them run it, and you stay out of it.
But here's the dilemma. The Jets made two gigantic errors at the two most important positions. Aaron Glenn has not shown us the ability to be able to coach, and Justin Fields hasn't shown us the ability to be able to quarterback. So if you are the owner, the two most important people in your organization are the coach and the quarterback. And Woody Johnson failed at both of them, at least thus far. You hired Aaron Glenn, and you allowed Aaron Glenn to sign Justin Fields. Make that make sense. You allowed Aaron Glenn to tell Aaron Rodgers to kick rocks. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers threw for 294 yards just 3 days ago, the most yards he's thrown for since 2021, 1,494 days, in order to get his team into the playoffs. So if you, Woody Johnson, aren't going with a fine-tooth comb through your roster and your coaching staff, I have to blame him. That's why the Jets always suck.
Dude, it's just like, listen to what Stephen A. Smith said. If you represent me, or vice versa, and one of us is a quarterback, would I want my client in that situation? No.
Hell no.
Because I look at the guys that have come before my client, and none of them have succeeded. None of them have succeeded. And then, think about this. People thought Aaron Glenn was going to get fired this year.
Correct.
He didn't. The likelihood of Aaron Glenn being fired next year, extremely high. So now you're going to draft a rookie, and whoever his coordinator is, he's going to be in that system for 1 year, more than likely because of history. Coach is going to be fired.
Said.
Now you're on your second system in your second year already.
Well said.
And so, Garrett Wilson, back your team up. You're supposed to. He's a receiver, and he's the face of that team.
But here's what ticked me off. T, go back to the Garrett Wilson tweet, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. Because, like, it's one thing to back your team up. It's another thing to, like, now he's a sellout and a square because he said the Jets suck. If you want to back your team up and say, hey, we finna get right. One, shut up and just go prove it. Like, with all due respect, just go prove it, Garrett Wilson. Two, he a sellout and a square because he says Dante Moore shouldn't go play for y'all. No, he's actually factually accurate.
Yeah.
That's actually astute analysis. It might have been tongue-in-cheek astute analysis, but saying you shouldn't go play for the Jets, that is astute analysis.
What is a sellout, though? What do you think he means by that?
I think he just means like he's hating on Aaron Glenn because he went on to say, go back to the clip. I didn't want to do it. Go back to the clip. Fast forward about a minute, 30 seconds in. Stephen A. goes on to say, like, I've always rocked for black people. I hear it. Here it is.
Okay, and they are the place to go if you want to sink, if you want to dissipate, if you want to just rot away. They are horrible. I wouldn't listen, if I was a parent, my child wouldn't even go to the draft. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. You cannot. And then Woody Johnson comes in there, right? First of all, he had no business being some ambassador to the UK. But as bad as that was, he should go back. He should go back. He's called Trump and straight go back to UK. We don't want to see him in New York. He's horrible.
So he was saying all that. Like he was saying all that.
But to me, it's like he's not wrong. It's just the language and
Correct.
the loudness of it. He's not wrong. The Jets aren't good. Aaron Glenn was a good football player. Mm-hmm. Real good. Small, quick, fast, good DB. How your team don't have no picks?
Don't have no picks.
Not a single one.
Not one interception. Like at some point you got to say, okay, look, guys, when they in this split, in this formation, we sitting.
Yeah.
We sitting.
Yeah.
One pick, for 35 pass attempts a game times 17. You can't get one pick.
And T, here's my thought is like, Aaron Glenn, you have a superpower. Everybody does. Everybody in life has a superpower, something that you naturally excel at. Your superpower is, as a defensive back, you know how to take the ball away. So the one thing you should be doing before every week of practice is going to the DB room and saying, hey, here's where we can get 2 turnovers. Here's where we can do it.
He should be giving them a sheet of paper, probably 2 to 3 pages, and say,
tips and notes.
This is what I got from my film study.
Yeah.
We should be meeting every Friday with the DBs because that's your that's your expertise.
Yeah.
Tell me what y'all got from what I gave y'all and vice versa.
Yeah.
15, 20, 30 minutes. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Because you getting them better. And if they see something that you didn't see, you're like, okay. But not one pick.
Correct.
Because that defense with Robert Salah was dominating. And now they trash.
Yep.
And so, but Garrett Wilson, I do feel him though. Like, don't talk about my team like that. But Stephen A. not. He telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
telling the truth.
This year, arguing against it is crazy. This year, the New York Jets made history becoming the first team in NFL history to go the entire season without an interception. We've never seen it before. And they did it in an elongated 17-game season. Also, their pass offense, the side of the ball that you're on, the game that you're the most involved with, their pass offense. You think Dante Moore wants to go play in that pass offense that had averaged 140 yards a game? That's the second worst rate since 2011. Only the Chicago Bears in 2022 have had a worse pass offense than that.
Man, they're going to draft Ty Simpson.
Bruh.
They gonna draft Ty Simpson.
The Jets are so dysfunctional for a million different reasons, and drafting another quarterback is not going to fix it. They need to draft a team around a quarterback and just go try to survive, at least for right now. I don't know what fixes the Jets, and maybe that's what you were talking about, Acho. Their owner not being all in, being an ambassador to the UK or whatever it was. I don't know what Stephen A. was talking about, but the Jets are a joke. They are a joke, and unfortunately, I love Garrett Wilson. Been watching him since he was 16 years old at Lake Travis High School in Austin. Dude, y'all stink. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Y'all stink. Y'all suck. The Jets are awful. Not you, but your team collectively as an organization have been terrible my entire life. Still made an AFC championship for my Cowboys.
That's crazy though, because when you if you Garrett Wilson coming into the league, he was in essence the best receiver on that Ohio State team.
Absolutely.
Right? Hall of Fame potential. You get drafted to a team like the Jets, that Hall of Fame potential is no longer.
And T, that's my. I heard something the other day. It's like, while you're laughing, just make sure to listen. You feel me? Like, oh, it hit me in the face. Because, like, we be quick to laugh at somebody like somebody else's pain. But while you laughing, make sure to learn from it too now. Make sure you learn from that horror story so you don't make that same mistake. Garrett Wilson, why you laughing at Stephen A., why you getting that joke off, make sure you listen too, G. Because to T's point, Garrett Wilson just missed out on an all-pro season. And this was a year he could have easily made it. Like, the receivers weren't all going crazy this year. Like, George Pickens is finna make a first-team All-Pro more than likely.
A lot of injuries, too, yeah.
A lot of injuries. Like, Garrett Wilson, this T, you know better than me, this will completely undermine a Hall of Fame career. Because when we go through and look at your numbers, you basically didn't play this season. What's 400 yards? Think about it. Like, you basically just simulated a season. Yeah. So, like, Garrett, bro, just get the joke off and get your anger out, but listen to now, G.
I'm reminded of a time when I was laughed at profusely right here, and so I hope you all learn from that time and
because you were crying
and cry at your weddings, because if not, your wives are going to divorce you.
I'm gonna cry at my wedding. I know.
Good.
See, did you cry at yours?
No, I can't. No lie, something is wrong with me.
I can't
remember the last time I cried.
Damn.
Really?
Probably.
Have you ever cried over football?
No.
Losing a big game you wanted to win?
No, I get angry.
Retiring?
Injury?
No, I think the last time I cried had to have been I might have been like an adolescent, under 10.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Stone cold, man.
Yeah.
Someone say, I feel that.
Yeah, Ethan texted me on the side, was like, I couldn't cry if I wanted to, Trae, but, I support you if you want to cry over your life.
Bro. But I think I'm getting a little more sensitive, though, as I'm getting older. Like, certain things
you got kids
you got grandkids? You got grandkids yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's when it'll happen.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like there are two types of men.
But see, you grew up with your father, though, so that's different. Like, it was just like, if you seen your father cry, then
but see, here's the thing.
Big deal.
I only saw my dad cry maybe once when his mom died.
Okay.
And not even crying. You know that, like, I can't breathe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it was when I got older.
He was like that. He was hysterical.
Yes, but not crying. It was like trouble breathing type.
Got it. Okay.
But when I got older, I was like, dang, like I gotta learn how to emote. And so like I will induce tears, not in a painful way. I'll listen to a song that'll make me cry. But I don't cry from sadness. I cry from like, dang God, you really did this.
Yeah. From elation.
That's where my tears come from.
Exactly.
I remember crying on my 30th birthday going down Beverly Hills like, I'm a bestseller? Like, all right.
Now, the last time I cried, it was like
I didn't say anything. I just looked at Care Bear. If you want to tell your story, brother, I didn't interrupt you. But Care Bear, is that not crazy?
What?
It's my 30th birthday, and I just had the revelation that I'm a best-selling author. And so then I cried.
No, I'm not going to lie.
Then I cried.
I saw the type to, like, walk outside, see a pretty sunset, and be like, oh.
We might have to revisit. We might have to revisit those main character syndrome allegations on Trae Young for what Acho's doing right now. This is crazy.
Acho probably cried more recently than I have. I guarantee.
For sure.
I'm sure.
I cry. Honestly, bruh. I remember hearing one time like I cried because of God. That's why I cry. I cried just because of like I can't believe where I've gotten to. That's real. That's what makes me cry. I don't cry. NFL didn't make me cry. Getting cut, I didn't cry. I don't cry because of pain.
So you ain't dropped one tear in the Kmart parking lot with the pigeons running around when you was practicing out. You couldn't get in the facility.
No, but I cried when I got signed on my 25th birthday.
Ooh,
Jordan Hicks tears his Achilles, Philadelphia Eagles. Chip Kelly ends up signing me November 9th. My birthday's November 10th. Cry then because I'm like, dang, God, like, shout out, you care enough about me for a birthday gift.
Yeah. Or his Achilles, just for me. It's
No. I mean, I think the world is interesting because Jordan Hicks, I got to Texas, ends up replacing me. Yeah. I recruit Jordan to the University of Texas. Eagles draft Jordan Hicks, ends up replacing me. So like the world is just funny like that. And I'll be crying, but it's just it's always a spiritual.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm like that.
That's fair.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I do have some super chats because they were kind of keen on this Jets conversation. Pop Jones 77 said Jets make less sense than the No Name Network for dropping you and Shady. Don't even send Aaron Glenn to Magic City. Send him to Sin City for his crimes against football. Pop Jones out from Delaware. Raider 24.
That was a good.
Yeah, it's a good super chat. That's a good super chat for sure. Raider 24 Nation 81. This is a heartfelt. We keeping the heartfelt in here today. He said, Acho, I need a shout out for our son Raider. Had his 4th heart surgery at only 3 years old, but he's doing great. We sent 5, but you were unable to shout him out. Sorry, I ain't got that much. Wanted to salute him. So that was on me. If you sent a 5 and I didn't catch it, that's on me.
Dang, who was that?
That was Raider 24 Nation. Their son's name is Raider, it seems like.
Dang. And his son just got out the
heart surgery. 4th heart surgery. He's only 3 years
Tougher
old. So
than
he wants to shout out.
Raider, you tougher than everybody sitting here on this show. Shout out to you. Stay strong. Keep the faith. Shout out to your parents. They are obviously incredible. And just, man, thinking of you, bro. Sending you love.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we're sitting up here talking about crying about being a bestseller and you conquering heart surgeries and stuff, little man. So that's fire.
That's fact.
A Sub-Zero 5X said Stephen A. Smith has been a clown for a better part of a decade. I mean, his relationship with Trump, whilst parading around as a pro-black figure, is laughable. He platformed Candace Owens. I mean, ... That's like really politically charged.
Really politically charged.
That was really political, but we allow you to express yourself.
Express yourself in the
Yeah, Speakeasy is free to do that.
Speakeasy,
we may not always respond or agree, disagree, but
you express yourself.
You listen. You can do that.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I got another one from Pablo Gonzalez. Said love from New Zealand. Quick question:
Hold on. You watching from New Zealand?
From New Zealand.
What
What time is it out there?
It's it's stupid early in the morning.
Okay.
it's not. It's not stupid early. It's around midday.
6
That's
a.m.
stupid
6 a.m.
early in the morning. I don't know what to say.
Trey's like, I'm not
6
rescinding my
a.m.
statement.
Yeah. TJ the only one to get up that type early, but he's
Hold on,
you
is
know.
New Zealand, because Australian dollar, they clowned you as like just an Australian dollar.
Yep.
But what's a is it a New Zealand dollar?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What
Does
is it,
anybody
like-
know the currency? In
6 p.m., not 6 a.m.
Yeah, I was about to say 6
Oh,
p.m.
6 p.m.
Oh, well then,
Perfect timing.
it's easier for you to watch the show than us to do it.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, man, I'll take my credit back.
It's
Yeah,
6,
facts.
that's what I'm saying. It's 6.
6
Hey.
p.m.
Yeah, it's 6 p.m.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, they only
Maybe
3
I
hours
was-
behind us.
Maybe I was thinking about Sweden.
It's not tomorrow?
Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's
Yeah,
6 p.m.
6
tomorrow.
p.m. tomorrow.
Dang, so you've been
Damn.
on Trae Young got
Yeah.
traded.
He been on.
That's crazy.
That's
You
hilarious.
been on. You know,
That's hilarious.
Hey, tell me if we got anyone in the transfer portal, man. I'm trying to know.
What's going to happen tomorrow, bro?
Yeah, that's
bro. I need to know.
crazy. 6 p.m. So that's like 21 hours.
Dang.
Wow.
Hey, also,
Tomorrow.
shout out to y'all in the chat praying for Raider.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
love.
Like, our
That's
show
love.
is really dope, bro.
Yeah, it's an actual family. It's why
Absolutely.
when I tweet and I do, it's Speakeasy family.
Yeah.
Like,
That's really love.
It's love,
bruh.
for sure.
That's love.
it's love for sure. Pop Jones sent another one, said, Justin Buns and Aaron Glenn both need a Spirit Airlines flight to free agency. I haven't seen a worse offense since Justin Fields on the Bears. Tear it down. Burn the franchise. Go Birds. The Donathan sent another one, said, TJ, when you gonna coach, bro?
I don't want to coach. I've been offered jobs in the NFL.
Yep. And in college recently.
Said no. Yeah, I had 2 top 10 programs offer me a job about a month ago, December 5th to be exact.
Yep.
Can you say which ones now or
No,
no?
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
He told us. I feel
don't wanna do
exclusive.
that.
Can't super chat
can
that
I
out of
hold
me.
See, I want to coach my son. I want to make sure that my son. I only have one son, so
Okay.
I want to make sure that he's coached up.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's love.
I got one shot at this.
That's facts. That's facts.
Keep
One
that
shot.
legacy. That's
Yeah.
fire.
Facts.
And then the last one I got, Dougie Dog. I got to pull up this here. Dougie Dog said Jordan Davis has more blocked field goals than the Jets have interceptions. And
Wow.
that's
is
also a
crazy.
crazy statistic. I don't know
That's
what's worse.
wild.
Garrett Wilson with
I
395
hated,
or
I hated the Justin Buns, and then when I was looking at the stats, bro, it really was Justin Fields has the 2 worst passing offenses since the NFL became a passing league.
yikes, brother.
Like it is bad, bro.
That's tough.
One,
Where we
yeah,
at?
it's
That's
tough.
bad.
All right, look, moving forward.
Wow.
Let's talk about some Shedeur Sanders. Mel Kiper went on a podcast earlier today and had some things to say about what he did this season and what he had to do to get the starting job.
If Shedeur Sanders is going to be their quarterback going forward, I guess is what I was trying to say.
It's got to be Greeny. I mean, what the hell is it got to do? I mean, is we going to get into this negativity again about Shedeur? I mean, I don't know what else the kid needs to do. I mean, Josh Allen had haters in year 3. So if Josh Allen has haters in year 2 and 3 of his career, there's no way Shedeur can avoid it. But I've watched every play, every snap of Shedeur Sanders, and he should be proud of what he had to go through and survive and to come out winning that game yesterday, driving them down to get into field goal range inside of 50 yards to make that field goal and win it. After, like I said, it could have been 21-12 had Canelo caught the football. Drops hurt that team all year to be able to show more mobility than anybody thought. The accuracy.
Are we done?
Now, look, we're talking about Shedeur Sanders. I want to know, how do you feel about him? Did he do enough? Do you agree with Mel Kiper's comments today? Did he do enough to secure the starting job for the Cleveland Browns next season?
Garrett, you talented, bro. You my dog. You my dog. He is, bro.
Man.
Here's what I hate about Mel Kiper's take and Shedeur Sanders' takes. They're all hysterical. He should be proud about what he survived this season. Was my dog, like, battling cancer like his dad during the course of the season? What'd he survive? Being a backup? Did he survive? I didn't realize, like, he was in a war getting bombed on. Every Shedeur Sanders take is so hysterical. He should be proud about what he survived this season. He survived being a backup. T, you start your career as a backup? Maybe you didn't. You did,
Yes,
huh?
I did.
Started my career as a backup. We survived. Huh? Like, and also, the comparison to Josh Allen, relax. That's like when people be like, Jesus had haters. Of course I'm going to have haters too. You're not Jesus. Calm down. So, to me, I just think it's a hysterical take. Do I think Shedeur should be... Do I think the Browns should draft a quarterback? No. Do I think the Browns should try to go get Malik Willis? Hell yeah. Go get Malik Willis. Try to go get Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, who knows how to use a mobile quarterback. Go get Malik Willis, T. Go get Brian Daboll. And I think the Browns are in great hands. Because if Malik Willis ain't the guy, he ain't the guy. And if Shedeur is the guy, he is the guy. But at least now you got Shedeur, you got Malik. Go out there, like, that's the quarterback room I can rock with.
Okay, let's talk about the Malik Willis thing. If I'm Malik Willis, I'm not going to Cleveland. Why would I want to go to Cleveland? Every bad game I play, every bad throw I make,
Great point.
it's going to be,
Great point.
let's play Shedeur.
Great point.
So I don't want to put myself in that situation if I'm Malik Willis.
Great point.
You know who rep Malik Willis. He ain't doing that. and so it's like, why? Because I got to be perfect, and I'm not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Every game, they're going to want Shedeur to play. And so it's going to be hard for anybody to come in there. You draft a quarterback. He not going it's hard to be a rookie and play well, especially when you throw on the who. Mm-hmm. Who you throwing to? Judy may be gone. Bond, I like him.
I like Bond
if
a lot.
Isaiah Bond continues to improve, they'll be fine. They got something in Harold Fannin. Junkins is coming off an injury. It's who are they going to hire as a head coach, because Stefanski was supposed to be that guy offensively. That's why they couldn't do offense, where is his side of the ball, his expertise. We didn't talk about Aaron Glenn, defense being ass. Same thing with Stefanski. Your offense is ass. You're an offensive coach. Why your offense ain't better? And so I'm not going there if I'm Malik Willis. But Mel Kiper, Shedeur played well. Should he go into the season next year being a starter? I'll say yes.
Pause that. Hold on. Shedeur played well.
The circumstances that he was under, I believe he played well because of the circumstances.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to add some context.
It seems as if, from the outside looking in, they didn't want him. Stefanski didn't want him to play. It seems as if he didn't care for him. Maybe that may not be the case, but that's how it seemed. And so when you got to go through so many circumstances just to get on the field, and he didn't play great, but the majority of rookie quarterbacks that play well, you really got a dude that can win and win whenever. Mm-hmm. He didn't have that.
Wide receiver that can win and win whenever.
Wide receiver.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Go ahead.
I think he did endure something this year. I think he did.
Agreed.
I think getting drafted in the 5th round when you had a top 10 grade is enduring something. I think going to that team and not getting any first-team reps in the entirety of fall camp is going through something. I think sitting behind Dylan Gabriel is going through something, especially when you know you're talented enough to play over him. I think that's going through something. Now, did he go out there and crush it, play at an all-pro level? No. But also, On 2 weeks of first-team reps, he goes out there and gets the team their third win of the season. He more than doubles the win total of the other starting quarterbacks that season.
Will you stop babying a grown man?
How am I babying?
It's not that he didn't endure something. It's that we all do.
Yeah,
I remember
but
hearing this. No, and give me some carrots with the tomatoes and just make a salad. I remember hearing this one time, G, and I'll never forget it. And y'all know me, I just be listening to people talk who say stuff way smarter than me. And somebody told me one time, they said, if we all sat in this room, Trae, Care Bear, and we all sit around the table, right? And we all have problems. And we all put our problems on the center table. Once we look at everybody else's problems, we'll gladly pick up our own. Because Trae thinks what he going through probably worse than what Acho going through. Acho think what he going through probably worse than what T going through. T like, man, whatever the hell I'm going through, Care Bear ain't know what the hell I'm going through. If we all put our problems in the center of a table, we look around and be like, oh, you know what? Everybody going through something.
My problem ain't that bad.
Let me just take mine. Here's where I'm speaking from. I tore my quad off the bone at the NFL Combine. Off of the bone. I'm running a 40. I hear boom, 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 boom.
Tendernism.
I thought my heels were clicking. It was my quad ripping off the bone. Did I go through something? Yeah. Fell in the draft. 6th round. Was I an All-American? Yeah. 3rd team AP. Fell in the draft to the 6th round. Was I better than linebackers? Who cares? Everybody's going through something in football and life. So I'm just not going to sit here and say that, like, you know, he survived. And maybe I'm insensitive, but I also just think I played in the NFL long enough, just 4 years, but I played in the NFL long enough to like, no, some motherfuckers really went through something. Getting like, being a backup to me ain't like, now, the prank call thing, that to me, honestly, was the worst thing he had to go through in the last 10 months. On draft day being prank called, to me, like, that's worse than being a backup.
Can I be honest, though? You tore your quad off the bone, right?
Yep.
Like a smoked turkey leg.
Straight up.
And the Cleveland Browns still decided, hey, we understand the situation he was in. We know that he's still probably a good player. Let's go ahead and take him anyway. They didn't have to draft you.
True.
Right? Shedeur's in a situation where, bruh, the circumstances were not set up for you to go take the starting job this year, but he did. And I think the Cleveland Browns afterwards should be like, hey, we understand the circumstances weren't ideal, but we still believe in your ability. Let's make you the starter next season. Let's see what we really have here. I think that's a fair assessment. That doesn't mean that he didn't go through anything. That doesn't mean that you didn't go through anything. Yes, you made it to the NFL despite what you had to do endure. And I hope you know that, Emmanuel Acho, because you seem sad about it.
To me, it's the verbiage of like, he survived.
But
Like
he
everything
did,
is
though.
so hyperbolic.
He did, though.
But here's my thing, Trae. You survived. You're here today.
Yep.
You survived.
Yep.
I survived. I'm here today.
Yep.
All 3,000 of y'all in the chat, y'all have all survived.
Yeah.
Of course we survived.
Acho, this is the
Yeah.
problem.
Talk to me, please.
This is the problem. When you're the Cleveland Browns and you draft Shedeur Sanders, you know what comes with it. Mm-hmm. You know what comes with it. Only way you can eliminate that if he's drafted to a team that has a Patrick Mahomes, a Josh Allen, a Joe Burrow, a Lamar Jackson.
Of which he refused.
So, yeah, but
because Lamar Jackson and the Ravens wanted to draft him, and the Jalen Hurts Eagles wanted to draft him.
Very true. But if Dante Moore was to enter the draft and he wouldn't want to go to the Jets, would they still draft him? Hell yeah, they'd still draft him. And so they could have still drafted him. And what you going to do? So he gets drafted to a team that doesn't have an answer at quarterback. And now you're not giving me reps? I played a long time. I've never seen that. And maybe the game has changed. I've never seen it, especially when you don't have your quarterback and you're trying to find your quarterback. And so to go through that, what's the first thing we talked about, the first segment? Trae Young.
Trae Young, yes, sir.
Unbelievable belief in himself. Shedeur wouldn't be where he was if he didn't have that.
That's facts.
He would not be where he was if he didn't have that type of belief. He's smiling in the press conference, unfiltered belief in what he can do. Considering I get drafted to a team without a quarterback, because we don't know who's going to be the quarterback, and y'all really not giving me reps, and he's smiling through it all.
Yeah. That I love. Like, make no mistake about it, T. Like, that aspect of everything I love. I just think the jargon surrounding Shedeur is very wild. Like, what else could he have done? Mel Kiper said. No, he threw 10 picks. What, did one go off Jerry Jeudy's shoulder? Sure. Did a couple of them get picked? Tipped, yeah, those count too. Brock Purdy lost the MVP when he threw 5 interceptions against the Baltimore Ravens, and 3 of those got tipped. What else could he have done? I don't know, had a positive touchdown and interception ratio. That's just. I'm like, do y'all not like again now? Trae, what I do after every Shedeur game, I send you a breakdown.
Yep.
So I also don't just watch the games. I go back and like truly parse through the tape. That's why T, when you said I think he played well, whoa, like that's just objectively false. But I love what you clarified. Given the circumstances, I think he played well. Yeah. Okay, bet that's accurate. Like, or at least that's more accurate. But to just come out and say I think Shedeur played well, no, you didn't watch.
But
you didn't watch
sports is so much about we gravitate to the players that we like, and so when you like a player, if he just plays he played pretty good. Because we like him. I like this dude a little more. I want to watch this guy more. I want him to succeed. And so if he doesn't play bad, he played well. Just because I like him.
Yeah.
And that's just the human emotion of feeling like, okay, I want to see him succeed. Oh, he didn't lose the game. Oh, he played well.
But let me ask you this, and I think this is where I get in trouble often, because as an analyst, I just analyze the data objectively.
It's not many guys, though, that I don't like. Yeah. Unless they just do or say some dumb shit. I really like all of them.
I don't like or dislike. I like the tape.
It's so hard to get to this level.
It's so hard.
Man, there's so many high schools around this.
Yes, sir.
Just where we're at.
And they all want to get
every kid play football, think they going to the NFL.
Yeah.
Then they get to college. Every kid, when you were at the University of Texas,
they all thought they were going to the league.
Everybody in that locker room in Austin, I'm going to the league. When I played they talked about, I'm going to be the first one drafted on this team. Yeah. Everybody thought they were going to the league.
Yeah.
So to be one of about 1,800 is special.
Yeah.
And 1,800 of 1,800 think he's number one.
Yeah.
And you got to have that.
Yeah. That's facts. That's well said. We got super chats, G?
We do have some super chats. Let's see. We got Pop Jones again. Sent $10 super chat and said, in my opinion, Andrew Berry should be gone too, signing 2 quarterbacks and drafting 2 while having D. Cosby on the roster is as bad.
D. Cosby talking about Deshaun Watson is
like big,
and you really read that, bro?
Oh my God, it went over his head. I knew as soon as you said it.
It's a violation.
He was thinking it was a player.
Hey, who said that? Who said
Cosby?
That was Pop Jones, yeah.
That's a violation.
He
set you up.
That can't be. You know why? Because Shady referred to him as Freaky Boy the other day. So if we can call him Freaky Boy, we can call him D. Cosby. He said his only accomplishment is paying Myles Garrett, and that resulted in 5 wins.
The only reason I can't say that, and crazy enough, Andrew Berry probably had the best draft and offseason acquisitions of any GM this year. Because Harold Fannin, nice. Okay. Quinshon Judkins, nice. Carson Schwarzenegger, going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nice. Isaiah Bond, nice. I ain't even talked about Mason Graham, and I believe they got another first-round pick in the draft based upon how they moved back in the draft, if I'm not mistaken, with the Jags.
But it's a late pick because the Jags
ended up being good. But like with all that being said, like I get it, the offensive line's in shambles, but man, Andrew Berry this year went crazy. He went crazy. Crazy. Where we at?
For sure. King Drewski, shout out to King Drewski. He's a habitual super chatter. Said, first prayers up for Raider.
Yeah. Facts.
Second, I have a question. Which is worse, the collapse of the 23 Eagles or the 25 Colts? Personally, I think the Eagles was worse because the losses were worse. What do y'all think?
Colts lost their quarterback. It's virtually impossible when you lose your quarterback to not have that fall that they had.
Yeah.
Yep. Colts on.
Agreed. William Basham 5422 said, Raider Nation, please post the GoFundMe link here so it stays posted a little bit. Prayers to you and your family. Save y'all money, please. Y'all need it more than a lot of us in the chat. All love in the Speakeasy family. Yeah. We definitely love that.
Save y'all's money. Did that mean don't super chat?
He was telling Raiders family not to super chat.
Yeah,
yes,
and
we co-signed that. So we're not going to be
that
Nigerian.
What are you doing, man?
In the Speakeasy.
What's wrong? Hey, everything we said earlier about Nigerians, man. That's coming back.
Yeah. I was just.
He was telling Raiders family to save your money.
Yeah, but not telling like the whole super chat family.
No, just Raider, Acho.
I was just making sure because Wi-Fi. We didn't pay the Wi-Fi bill yesterday,
You're right.
and the Wi-Fi went out. And so I was just making sure we had Wi-Fi.
Actually,
money.
can you apologize to me? Because we confirmed with the guys in the back that I didn't do that. And you told all the 5,000 viewers yesterday, Social Trae
He
kicked the
stepped
Wi-Fi
on the
out.
wire.
Yeah, and it wasn't me.
I'm not apologizing to you on camera. I'll tell
Oh,
you- I'll
wow,
tell you
that's
after.
crazy. So we got another a $20 super chat from Frank Nitty said, Acho said Shedeur didn't play well. Then why did I watch all these breakdowns he did where he did say Shedeur played well?
Shedeur did some things well.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, Shedeur still made too many of the same mistake.
Yeah.
That was my dilemma. I like what TJ said. Shedeur played well given the circumstance. You got to add context to the conversation. Because how can you say Shedeur played well and say that Trevor Lawrence played well?
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence played well this season. Shedeur played well this season. That's a false statement. You got to add context to the statement.
Right.
So that's my thing with all the no, I just like being more detailed.
Yeah. Well, listen, they're on your head about these breakdowns. I'm going to assume this is Sheen said, Acho, why are you so bipolar on Shedeur? You had 2 breakdowns where you said Shedeur was the one. Then you played the contrarian role on your show. So
he is Shedeur. I've said this and I will say it again. Shedeur is the one because of the draft class. I will never waver on that.
Yeah.
Like Shedeur is the one because of this draft class. If I wouldn't even say I don't love Arch Manning enough yet to even take Arch Manning ahead of Shedeur. But if there was another Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams coming out, no. But Shedeur is the one. Shedeur is the one. He's the one because of the draft class. Period.
That's fair. I only got 2 more. Mackey said, want to know what y'all think Denver should do at the wide receiver position this offseason. Go out and get Jefferson or Wilson. Maybe give Ayuk a shot. What do you think? I know you know I don't BA.
Talking about the Denver Broncos?
Yeah. Wide receiver position.
Their receivers aren't bad. They just don't have an explosive receiver, but they got guys that get open and make plays.
Yeah.
And so
you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm on. Now, if they
Receiver court.
wanted to add a guy, go get a guy that can really stretch the field and be explosive and create one-play touchdowns. Outside,
Isn't that what they have in Oregon Cat? 7th round pick. He does
Troy
draft
Franklin?
six.
No. Troy Franklin.
Oh yeah, Troy. Not for, I think maybe 5th round pick. Ain't he the burner?
Troy can run, but he not the deep threat. I know Troy.
Where Tez is with the Bucks.
Tez with the
Tez
Bucks.
played at Oregon.
Yeah.
Troy is with the Broncos, and
He
Troy
played
played
with
at
And
Oregon.
Tez would love to play with the Broncos.
Troy can burn though. Troy can get after it, but he's not.
They
there.
need to go get a deep threat. But when you play with Sean Payton, he just one of them dudes. You just got to catch the ball. His system is gonna get guys open. His system gets guys open. Now at times you got to make the uncommon play like Cortland Sutherland did quite a few times this year.
Often.
But if anything, go get a guy that can really get down the field.
That's fair. Last one I got, Team 2L2K said, if you guys were GM for the Niners, what would you do to improve the squad? Prayers up for Raider.
Get healthy. Didn't they draft a 1st round pick at tackle? He's hurt. With Michael Williams.
Who are you talking about?
That's
the
49ers.
49ers,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Michael Williams,
Michael Williams, and then Nick Bosa, and then Fred Warner, and then D-Win, get healthy.
Yeah.
I would continue to substantiate the interior defensive line, and I'd probably do whatever the hell I can do to go get a pass rusher. I'd probably go get Kayvon Thibodeau. I don't think the Giants are going to do it.
They need a pass rusher because without Bosa, the fact that the defense is still playing well and Salah's still doing a great job without that guy that can win on the edge without Bosa there, they get a pass rusher.
And the crazy thing is they've never had a pass rusher opposite Bosa.
Never.
They've been searching. They tried to go get Chase Young. They hoped
They
it was going to
had
be
one
Bryce
in
Young.
Drake Jackson from SC. He had that first or second year, he had like 8-9 sacks and then just kind of fell off.
Yeah, they need another bona fide cat.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, need another stud. Moving forward, we got to talk about some more serious news. It was revealed today. Chiefs star wide receiver Rashee Rice's ex-girlfriend came out on Instagram and accused him of 8 years of domestic abuse and ongoing violence, including while she was pregnant. She says she is no longer protecting his image and focusing on healing with her kids. She posted 14 photos as proof on her Instagram, as proof of her allegations against Rashee Rice. Fellas, how do we feel about this situation now going on with Rashee Rice?
First off, we have to preface with the fact that these are allegations. Got to preface with the fact that these are allegations. Obviously, in this show, we're going to discuss them not because they are allegations, but discussing them because who they pertain to. Rashee Rice finds himself far too often in things he's been accused of doing and things he's been convicted of doing, found guilty of doing. That's my dilemma with just it being alleged. Like, why, Rashee Rice, are you often in the midst of off the field controversy. 6-car pileup. Dallas, Texas. Flee the scene. Plead guilty. Mixed discs games. This season, now in the off season, now you're being accused of domestic violence with all these pictures coming out and coming to the surface. Yes, they are allegations, but there comes a point as a teammate, whether as a friend, as a coach, as a managerial staff, where you have to deal with the allegations, and you are going to become a headache and have already become a headache for this program. So prefacing with the fact that they are allegations, but simultaneously, T, there comes a point where, hey, why do you constantly find yourself in the midst of chaos?
Again, allegations, right? But I got 3 daughters.
Yes, sir.
Right? 2 of them are grown, and I have a teenager. I'm just saying this. You touch my daughter, I'm going to prison. And I hope somebody don't try me. I really hope they don't. Because I lived my life. I lived a long life. And I text them today, don't get with no bloop that's going to put me in prison, because I'm doing it. I promise you I'm doing it. Anybody that's with you too, they going right with you. Like, we as men we're just so much, we're physically stronger, bigger than a woman. Like, there's nothing you can do that can piss me off to the point where I'm gonna allegedly bust your lip. Like, I'm really hitting you in the face, in the mouth, like you a dude? Like, there's just no way I could see myself doing that to a woman. But if you think you're gonna do that to my kids, man, I wish you would. You're gonna regret that you ever did it. You're gonna regret it. Cause you're gonna suffer. Like, suffer. Like, and I hope this isn't true, but I have a hard time. This was your girlfriend. Y'all have 2 children together.
Facts.
She cares about you deeply because y'all kids are going to grow up and see this. They're going to read this. And I would hope she wouldn't want these images of her out there saying their dad did this to him if he didn't do it. And so it's just unfortunate, man. I feel for her, the young lady. And if he did this, he got to pay the price, bro.
Yeah.
He got to pay the price. We got to stop this shit, man. Like, you cannot put your hands on a woman. Leave. Break off the relationship. Do whatever you... Touching her is a no-go. Don't do it.
Let's zoom out for a moment from the micro to the macro, big picture. Kansas City Chiefs, they win so much that we overlook a lot of the on-field, off-the-field stuff, rather. But, like, at what point, Chiefs ownership, Andy Reid, general managers, are we going to stop down and say, wait a second? If I'm not mistaken, Andy Reid's son accused of drunk driving during the playoffs, and I believe a young girl tragically lost her life. Kareem Hunt, before he came back to the Chiefs, was on the Chiefs on camera in a hotel room. Said he kicked somebody, but, you know, y'all go look at it for yourself. Xavier Worthy, last offseason, accused by his girlfriend at the time of domestic violence. Then he accused her of domestic violence. Rashee Rice, last offseason, 6-car pile up, flees the scene. Rashee Rice, this offseason, accused of X, Y, and Z. T, you've been a part of several different NFL organizations. At what point does ownership, Clark Hunt, or Andy Reid, who really is the face of that program, have to say, you know what? Yeah, we win a lot, but we got to clean some stuff up here.
They got to step in, because to start the season, what happened with Rashee Rice?
Missed some sort of game.
He was suspended.
Yep.
Because of racing cars and hitting somebody and hurt. Like, at some point, it don't matter what the league is going to do and Roger Goodell going to do. I'm going to step in and do it first. And again, all this is allegedly. And so this has been going on for 8 years, supposed, right? And if you're Rashee Rice, obviously now you have an attorney. He's telling you not to say anything. But we know how, once this comes out, everybody looks at you as being guilty. Because why would she put this out there and y'all have 2 kids together? Y'all been living together. Andy Reid, Clark Hunt, the entire Kansas City Chiefs, they got to get in front of this.
Yeah.
And obviously the season is over, so you suspending For what? But we all know when you're a really good player,
your talent gonna make room for you.
You get extra chances. Because if he was a bottom of the roster player, he would have been released today.
He would have been released before it came out.
Because they knew it was coming out. He would have been released. And so,
bro, he would have been released before. He never would have been on the team. Because a 6-car pileup would have kept him off the team.
He's going to get, if he did this, he's getting at least a year suspension. Because he already got 5 games. He already got 5 games early this year. I believe it was 5.
Yeah, might have been 6.
It wasn't 6. I think it was.
I think
he missed the first. He missed 5. I think he came back week 6. I believe he did.
Either way.
But he may get a year. But the Chiefs, the NFL, we got to get this right. We got to get this right.
But what's getting it right look like, T? Because
you got to make an example out of people that do this, so nobody. If you really value playing in the NFL, and coming from where I come from and I came from, I valued it. Mm-hmm. My first paycheck ever was from the NFL. I'd never had a job in my life until I got to the league, and I didn't even look at that as a job. Like, you get paid so much money, just do the right thing. Because I always look at it, if that was my daughter, how would I feel? If that was my mother, how would I feel? If that was my sister, how would I feel? Because that's somebody's daughter that you just put hands on. That may be somebody's sister that you just put hands on. And if her family is anything like me and the majority of men, you really got a problem.
Yeah. You coach a lot of young athletes. What's your advice? Because, again, it's just a legend. So there's a world where Rashee Rice is going to say, because he probably has to say, I didn't do any of this.
Yeah.
So given your advice to coaching all these young athletes, like, what's your advice now as a 40-some-odd-year dude, played 12 years in the league, you've been there, you've done it, you've seen it. What's your advice to, like, all right, well, if you didn't do it, here's how you stay out of situations where you're accused of doing it.
Look, so when we training, once I really get to know them, that'll probably be like 2 to 3 weeks into the process. Once we get done training, we always have like 20, 30-minute talks of just being men and what's going on in your personal life and relate. I always do it every year with all my guys because it's life. Like, if I'm with you and I'm around you, I'm going to get to know you, you're going to get to know me. And so I'm trying to teach you certain things that you probably know, but I'm just reinforcing it. I'm reinforcing it. And maybe certain things you may not want to say to your father or your uncle or whoever it is that you've dealt with that's helped you up along the way. Maybe you'll say to me, this situation is very simple. We all know, don't put your hands on a woman. Some do, some, but we know it's the wrong thing to do. Bro, just walk away. Just walk away. Y'all going to argue. She going to say this, you going to say that. Don't touch her. Leave. Leave. Because you're going to regret it. You're always going to You're going to regret. If he gets released, he's going to be sitting there, oh, my God, what the fuck was I doing? Yep. When he had the car accident, sure, he sat there and said, what was I doing? But because we're good in sports, a lot of things get swept under the rug. At some point, they're going to have to make an example of somebody and say, this is enough. Will he be that example?
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
Trae, I know you got a daughter. Did you care to comment? You want to keep it pushing?
TJ pretty much hit the nail on the head, man. There's just, when you have a child, especially like as a girl dad, that love you feel is just, it's unconditional, it's unwavering. It's like from the moment I held her in my arms for the first time, it's just like I would do anything for you. Doesn't matter if that's loving you to the best of my ability or crashing out to the best of my ability. I'm doing it and everything in between. So no, I think TJ summed it up well. It's not tolerable at all. You know, if I have a son, I'm raising him. You don't put your hands on a woman.
Now let me ask you this, because again, there's the inverse. There's the inverse, which would suggest it's still just an accusation. So if you have a son and you want to advise him to keep himself from even being accused of said thing, because say it didn't happen. Right?
Right.
What's your advice in that situation?
To my son.
Correct. Now no longer your daughter, but now to your son to make sure he doesn't end up in a situation like this, where he is being accused of something.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of that, it just comes with the vetting process during when you courting a woman, and you need to really do your research on who she is and not jump in anything too quick. And you know, even still, you can check every box preliminarily about, okay, she is this, she's not that, she wouldn't lie on me, she wouldn't make these allegations. But the thing is, and the truth of the matter is, when it involves athletes and it involves money, people can do a lot of crazy things.
Gotta be smart.
People can do a lot of crazy things, and people can show you one side of themselves, and then when things happen, they show you a completely different side.
Yeah.
So the best thing you can do is all that you can do.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, speaking of choosing right, you want to go to the next topic?
All right, bro. That's a crazy transition. That's a crazy. Hey, y'all remember at the top of the show, Acho said he was not choosing violence. He said he was choosing peace.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Well, you know, speaking of, you know, crazy things involving professional athletes, Zion Williamson was in the news today as he was, you know, called out by an OnlyFans model, alleging that, you know, she has his child, that he is her baby daddy. I'll let you guys take a look at this video. There's a tattoo of a little Dirk somewhere.
What are you doing now?
Definitely looks like Zion Williamson. Some
light?
Jordans on the floor. It is sponsored by Jordan.
Is that heat though, or just light?
Oh no, the real heat comes out of that.
Look at the boat.
This was in an Instagram post that said, "Let's play a game. Who's my baby daddy?" This definitely looks like New Orleans, Louisiana.
Look at the boat.
Yeah, fellas. How do we feel about this? Like Zion again, and just like what are we doing, man? What's happening right now?
You guys are wild.
Go ahead, T.
Real quick. When your name is Dope Chick 69, you a bopper. You a bopper. Like, come on, my boy. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
Like, Dope Chick 69. Zion, bro, you in the NBA. You ain't got to do that, dog.
This is facts.
She's a bopper.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Some people see red lights and they run right through them, TJ.
Man, he running through all kind of red lights. I'm
Listen.
just like, hey, more power to you. Is this what you like then?
But here,
so be it.
But here the problem, T. And you know what they say: nobody cares what you're doing till you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. If Zion Williamson was doing what he was supposed to be doing on the court, we would care significantly less about what he was doing off the court. Because make no mistake about it, we've seen individuals who was getting busy on the court, getting busy off the court, Paul George. But because he was getting busy on the court, people overlooked the busyness off the court.
Nah.
Oh, well, absolutely.
This is different, bro.
You got to go look up the Paul George situation. Look up the Paul George. We don't got to go into details. Go look up the Paul George situation.
If Paul George had the Mariah Mills, like, I don't know what it is about the girls that Zion is choosing.
What Paul George do? I gotta go look him up.
Bro, I don't even know about it.
I don't be on that stuff like that.
I know the Paul George he got into
somebody
with
in the
Steph Curry.
chat. Y'all go ahead and tell me what he did in the chat. I'm looking it up. Tell me. I'm reading now.
This is now multiple women that are involved in the sex work industry that have come out with some insane videos of him at their house or doing all sorts of other stuff, saying that he owes them money, baby daddy, screenshots, all sorts of stuff. We haven't seen this from other athletes, like in the NBA, as much as we've seen it from Zion. And there's great players in the NBA. Their play is not going to overlook this type of life.
That's facts. But to your point, Acho, you know, because you can't outplay your antics. Yep. Absolutely. And we've seen that with Anthony Edwards. He literally had a woman that birthed his child, and he said, I want nothing to do with that child. I will pay you whatever amount of money that you need me to pay you to not be in this child's life, which is a horrible thing to do, in my opinion. As an involved father who has raised my daughter for 13 years, I think that's terrible. But he has the ability and has shown the consistency of outplaying his antics.
Bro, that's a good way to put it. You can out-hoop your antics.
You can.
1,000%.
You can.
This is an awful precedent y'all are setting right
with the Anthony Edwards situation, it was really crazy because I read a lot, and I read that, and I was like, she really was using that baby as a meal ticket. Because now
100%.
she's disappointed that he kind of outsmarted her
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
paid it up front. So it's only $1 million.
1.8. Yeah.
It's only, okay, damn near $2 million. So she like, wait, I thought I was going to be getting that almost every year.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing?
But let's go back to the main point.
Yep.
The main point being, because Zion hasn't lived up to his hype on the court, bro, his off the court noises makes more noise than his on the court.
You
noise.
can have fun because you're young. Like, this is what young athletes going to do when you single.
But young athletes also got a ball.
But
you're a young athlete, #1 overall pick. You got a ball. James Harden has off the court antics, but James Harden gets busy on the court, obviously, until the playoffs. So, like, people overlook the off-the-court antics because James Harden gets busy on the court. Y'all know how many NFL players got, but people, if you get busy on the court, on the field, bro, we overlook all of it. But Zion, like, is he even playing this year?
Bro, he's hooping right now.
It's
He's playing really well.
the fact that, like, they recording it and, like, what are you recording for? Put your phone down.
Pull
What
up,
you
'cause
doing?
I know he like had missed some games.
Yeah, he
and-
missed some games. That's just what Zion's gonna do is miss some games. But when he's been on the court, he hasn't been that bad, right? He's
he ain't
averaging
missing
22,
no
5, 8,
OnlyFans, though.
55% from the field.
But that's the problem. Pelicans are 8-31.
Yeah, they're a terrible team.
They're a terrible team. Zion hasn't been conducive to winning, and it's like, bro, why we always talking about what you got going off the court? We should be talking about you being a perennial all-star.
they're on a 9-game losing streak right now.
Like you feel me?
Yep.
Like if I'm management, I'm just sitting here like, come on.
Well,
bro.
this is a Zion Williamson thing though. Now it's just like it become like his thing. It's just there's now been there's multiple women that are like involved in sex work that he just apparently like likes to involve himself with.
But then isn't it like
it's
don't
making
be
it
so stupid and keep it more private? Like once bet.
She also records him like
knowingly. She's not
knowingly,
sneaking.
yeah.
You know, a lot of times we see these videos
and Zion
and
right now probably just like this. All right, let me see who I'm gonna find on. Where you be finding them at?
OnlyFans.
So he on OnlyFans every day, just scrolling through, just sending a message. Then that's all he doing.
Yeah, I genuinely think at this point it's not stupid for Zion to be doing this because I genuinely think he doesn't care. She had the phone in his face.
Yeah,
he cared, he'd be like, "Yo, well, come on, what you doing? Put that phone up."
Don't record me. Her put the phone in.
You don't think he?
I gotta go back. Let's go back to the
Rashee,
video.
bro,
I gotta go back to the video.
Come on,
I gotta go back. Hey,
The
in
dude is not looking
in
at
the
her.
chat, I need y'all to watch this intently in the
He
chat.
looks up at her.
He
Look,
does.
bro.
He does.
Look, bro,
He says no. There's definitely heat coming out.
What are you doing now?
she clearly hiding. She might be holding the phone like this.
Think about it. She's
right
hiding
here.
it.
She's definitely
Why
holding.
are we here with it?
Bro, she's definitely holding the phone like this. Like,
Think
oh, bro,
about
what are
it.
you doing?
If she was holding, it'd be
It's gonna
steady.
be like this.
It'd be thick. Yeah, T, you wrong, Trae.
Yeah.
It would
Come
be
on, bro.
steady.
Yeah,
It's
it would
not
be
like
like-
I'm like
yeah.
recording. Like,
Yeah.
no, bro, she's doing this
Like,
right
know
here.
you recording this just like a
There's a
what you doing
also. She's showing right now. There's a reason why that video was taken. Like so. This could be the situation. Now the woman actually does have a like his
Well,
child
when
and
your name is
whatnot.
Dope
Like,
Chick 69, you should know better.
you
That is a
should
good
know. I
point.
mean, you should know better. But like, is this something that y'all think Zion needs to like work on? Does he need to go to sex therapy? Does he need to go to
sex
like,
therapy? Have your fun. You young.
Sex therapy.
But here's the thing, T. The only reason is like it's just become a distraction. That's all. And they not winning no games. So like have your fun, you young. Of course, I co-sign that completely. But T, have your fun, you young, while y'all winning these games, while y'all getting these dubs. You know what I mean? Like, and because T, I would also suggest, or you could suggest, maybe I wouldn't, that Zion's off the field infatuations, off the court infatuations, could be costing the Pelicans on the court.
It's costing them on the court because they not winning. Like, guys gonna go out. Guys gonna do a lot. Yeah. And then they teams win or they ball. It kind of, you don't care what they doing. Mm-hmm. It's because they're losing and Zion was the first pick. If Zion was the 10th pick of the draft, it'd be whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be whatever. He's the first pick, and when he does play, he plays well.
Yeah.
It's just when he does play.
Care Bear, why are you laughing, bro?
Nah, I'm not even bringing it up.
I watch Care Bear in the chat.
I'm not bringing it up. The chat is ridiculous right now. It's just like they just said some the most out of pocket chat we've ever had. I'm not saying that. No, that's crazy.
Is it offensive?
Absolutely, yeah. To me, yeah.
It is. I'm not.
No, it's not. Yeah,
looked at me. I said, I'm not reading.
That's
Was it
crazy.
super chat?
They're wild. I don't know what they say.
Wait, so
bro.
like-
No.
But hold on. Hold on.
No.
We have a rule.
I'm
in
not letting that
Speakeasy.
slide, bro.
If it was $50 or above,
I'm not gonna lie. Even with $50, I'm not
we
letting that
have a
slide,
rule
bro.
though.
But it wasn't 50. It wasn't even close to 50.
He in timeout right now, bro. That's
wasn't-
crazy.
oh, you did?
That's crazy.
You put him in timeout?
I put him in timeout for 5 minutes.
Put him in timeout?
He's in timeout.
I'm
bro.
cool with that.
He got to go sit and think about that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's unacceptable.
Paying $10 to say that is also wild.
Crazy,
Like
yeah.
that's like, what are you doing, bro?
What you say,
Had you paid 50? Had you paid 50?
Bro,
We have a Speakeasy rule where a $50 super chat must be read, but $10 to diss somebody is disrespectful.
Yeah,
we
facts.
don't allow
Come
that.
on, bro.
We don't
Yeah,
allow
wow.
that.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm not saying it. Why y'all want me to say? Y'all
That's
see it in the
crazy.
chat. I'm not going to say it. There's no
That's
reason for me to
crazy,
say it.
bro.
Y'all see it in the chat.
That's insane. Nah, this whole Zion situation is crazy.
Why they saying free to chatter?
Free the
Free the
chatter.
chat is
No,
crazy.
we're
No.
not freeing them. I
I'm
do
not
have
free
a
to chat.
$20 super chat from Jay Bragg, though.
Talk to me.
We can talk about that. He said, second time super chatter here. Hate that you guys don't cover college football, especially after my Rebels took down Georgia and Miami, upset Ohio State. But who do you guys have coming out of the Final Four? Hottie toddy.
Where you at, T?
Man.
I mean, y'all know who I'm rooting for.
It's
Yeah.
going
I'm going for my Hoosiers.
if Ole Miss can block Reuben Bain and that defensive line and keep Trinidad Chambliss upright,
Yeah.
that offense looks virtually unstoppable. But the way they harass Sand in Ohio State, yeah, I probably go with Miami.
The thing for me is Chambliss made so many Can y'all stop laughing in the back?
Bro,
The chat is going, bro.
I'm gonna have to turn off the chat at some point.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
This is
like
this
it's
is
scary.
awful.
But now this is how
Y'all
I
taking it
felt
too far,
yesterday.
bro.
I
Y'all
was on the
taking it
hot
too
seat for
far.
knocking out the Wi-Fi, and now you on the hot seat. Listen.
See, now,
Here's
everybody they going crazy
It's
because of the
crazy.
response. If they would have just read it, it would have been over with. It's the response that got them going crazy.
Now, honestly, I should have. I could not laugh at it. It's wild.
Yeah.
So,
This is Otto's
here's-
fault for
here-
calling you out for
here's
not
what
paying.
happened.
So you ruined it. Like,
Here's
it
what
would've been
happens
done,
during the
bro.
show.
Is it Mariah Bear? What's that?
Bro. I'm about to walk out, right?
What is that? What is
I
that?
can't do it.
You don't know who
What?
Mariah is?
Carrie?
No.
No.
Mariah Mills.
That's only Mariah I know.
Hey, bro.
Mariah
Bro,
Mills.
pull up Mariah.
No, pull up Mariah Mills on the work.
Who's that?
What are we doing?
Who's Mariah Mills?
Mariah Mills is the adult
We
actress
showed
that Zion
you
involved
who
himself with.
Mariah Mills
Oh,
is
see, I
last
didn't-
time
I
the
don't know who
Zion
that is.
conversation.
I don't know who that is. I
Y'all
don't
are
know.
tweaking,
Hey,
bro.
I don't know who that is.
Why the subject to that?
So,
It's crazy.
Mariah
I don't know
Mills
who that is.
was
My
the
bad, my
first
bad.
OnlyFans chick that Zion got with.
Oh
Yeah.
my! We showed
Now-
you her one day, TJ. You was in here.
Rome, do we have a Mariah
Oh,
Mills
see, I don't remember
image?
then.
Are we gonna really put?
It's sending, or you can't just
my
veto Care Bear and
gosh.
override? Rome. Okay.
Yeah, no. See, this is crazy.
This
bro.
is wild.
This is crazy.
But Kerry, I want you to know
What?
that I did
This is
everything
wild,
in my
bro.
power to avoid
That's
this.
Wait. What did he say that was so
Bro,
crazy, though?
you left it up for like
Wait,
5
hold
minutes.
up. What did he say that was crazy? The dude.
Can you ban a super
Bro.
chat? I don't know. Can you block?
Bro, you
But
can
no,
you
you
can put it in
said
timeout.
earlier
It's a
that we
real-
allow
Jackson?
freedom
This
of
is
super
crazy,
chats.
bro.
What
we
he say?
do, but not
We
for
allow
not
freedom
for
of super
$10.
chat.
I'll tell you
Nah, I want to comment on it because if it was some
Nah, I can't.
Oh,
So
my
this is
bad. My
Mariah.
bad.
You know what?
This is Mariah Mills.
bad.
This is Mariah. This is Mariah Mills.
That's Mariah Mills, bro.
Stop, bro.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
And that.
Why are we talking about Mariah Mills?
Y'all, come on, bro.
What happened?
Oh man,
Swear to God.
That's her
that was it was the first girl that Zion was involved with publicly.
publicly.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna comment, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's tough.
I'm not commenting on it. I'm not.
Somebody just messaged me with the super chat.
You got to be
all
kidding
right, bro.
Yeah.
me.
All right,
You got
man.
to be kidding me.
This is gonna be my last day here in the Speakeasy.
I mean, I
It was
kind
nice. It
of
was
only
fun while
feel
we-
like I'm really. It's like angel on my shoulder. Like
Y'all do too much, bro. Y'all do too much, man.
Have your guys back.
I'm talking to the
like,
chat. Y'all do too much, bro.
Like
Y'all
look
take it
out,
too far.
look out for you. Look
Like,
out
the
for
bear
your
jumps is
guy.
cool, bro. Y'all just take it too far.
He doesn't deserve this. And then the devil on my is like, well, you remember just a couple weeks ago he was roasting you about your wedding. You went viral for crying, and so now you know he might. Oh! He dropped the 50 ball.
He said a here damn super
He
chat.
said, "Here, damn super chat." Oh, now I have to
It's
read
got to
it.
get read.
Now I have to.
We have rules.
He
Kevin,
sent
we
he
have
sent the
rules.
$50.
Oh, that's a Central Cast. That's him.
Yeah, that's
Kevin,
Central
we have
Cast.
rules. We have rules.
We don't have HR, so I don't know who he calling. Where you gonna go?
Human resources.
HR's right here.
Can we for the sake of it, can we get Social Trae's one shot?
Okay.
Taylor, do we have any more like cinematic lighting?
What is going? Man, just read the damn.
Now he wants to suggest reading. Now he wants to.
Thank you.
Damn, y'all
And
dimming the lights.
Is
huh?
it possible to put Mariah Mills behind that in the wall behind Social Trae? Taylor, can you do that or no?
No.
It's impossible.
No.
Okay, then he dropped the $50 in the Speakeasy. We respect it. What did the super chat say?
It is with great displeasure and uncomfortability.
I'm sorry
that I must report and recite a super chat from our guy Central Cast.
What did it say?
Who typed the words, and I quote, "Care Bear is built like Mariah Mills."
Hey, bro, Central Cast, man, straight up, what would make you think of some shit like that, bro? What's wrong? Right? Let me hold. Central Cast.
$60 to do that, bro.
You like, bruh, really? Like,
Can we move on?
that
Oh
really
my
come
God.
to my mind.
All right, move on.
Grown ass man, you spent $60 to say that, bro.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, bro! I'm sorry, Care Bear. That's not fair.
What's not there?
That's not fair,
He
Bear.
disses me every intro.
That is
Every
true.
show.
That is true.
Every show he disses me.
That is
every
true.
one I got to deal with this.
You're right. You're right. From the prescription
Real
glasses
still,
to the
Cast
NFL
lost his
career.
mind,
Yeah,
bro.
That's crazy, bro.
To even put that out there, like
Yeah.
what?
Central Cast on that Zion timing, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see your Google searches, bro.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
We just got another $50 super chat from our resident comedian, Tall Up 340, and said, Central Cast has officially taken my comedic badge. Good job, sir.
bro.
That he
The
passed.
torch has been
Bro,
passed.
What is wrong with y'all,
On
bro?
super
Crazy.
chat. Because Tall Up 340 is
hilarious.
hilarious.
And my
Hilarious.
And my dumb
Hilarious.
ass talking about what is Mariah Bear, my dumb ass.
Yeah. That was
was true.
yeah.
My bad,
Yeah,
dog.
All right,
My
let's
bad.
get
My
to
bad.
It's crazy,
my,
bro.
my
Yeah,
bad.
Crazy.
should we hit? You want this
Oh,
or you want
man.
Lamar? What you want first?
Let's do Lamar.
He doesn't want to be here
Basketball.
anymore. That's the truth of it. He doesn't want to be
I
here
mean, like,
anymore.
y'all got 15 minutes more out of me. That's all we got. All right, look, today is Lamar Jackson's 29th birthday. His career stats over those 8 seasons in the NFL, he has a 64% completion percentage, 22.6 thousand passing yards, 6,522 rushing yards, 222 total touchdowns to only 85 turnovers, a 102.2 passer rating, 13 game-winning drives, 4-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time MVP, most career rushing yards by a QB already, most rushing yards by a QB in a single season already, tied for the most games with a perfect passer rating at 4, only through 8 seasons of his NFL career. Do you guys think Lamar Jackson has lived up to expectations?
When you say it like that, he's beyond exceeded them. Remember, the Ravens drafted a player in the first round before they drafted Lamar Jackson, a tight end named Hayden Hurst. Lamar Jackson wasn't even the Ravens' first round pick, 2-time MVP. 8 seasons, all them games, all them wins, but here's all my hope. I pray Lamar Jackson wins a Super Bowl. And T, the reason I pray he wins a Super Bowl so Lamar Jackson can get out of the conversations is underwhelming in the playoffs. So he can get out of the conversations, have more MVPs and Super Bowl appearances. Like, Lamar Jackson should be ranked and filed in the same conversations as Pat through this many years, as Tom, as Peyton, as Favre, as Rodgers. 2 MVPs through 8 seasons, all those individuals outside of Peyton, if I'm not mistaken, but even Peyton had a Super Bowl appearance, have appearances and or wins. So T, Lamar is so talented. I just need him to get that Super Bowl win because then it fully completes his career.
I agree with you. Care Bear, you know who you sounded like?
Oh.
It was like a boxer that started at lightweight and he was fighting at middleweight.
Like Roy Jones'
and you was
entrance.
just going through his accolades. 64% completion percentage, 22,000 yards passing, 6,500 yards rushing, 102 passer rating.
Yeah.
2-time MVP, could have been a 3-time MVP, undefeated in 3 different weight classes.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. He's exceeded expectations. Yeah. Number one, he's the last pick of the first round. Mm-hmm. Many say, and a guy who people respect so much as being a great evaluator of talent, said he should play receiver.
Talk that talk.
So when they say you shouldn't even be playing the position that you're playing it, and you're playing it at an all-time great level, you exceeded expectations when there were, how many quarterbacks went before him in his same draft class? You were the last pick of the first round. You sat in the green room with your mother with a smile like, hey, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to show y'all. And so 100%, he's exceeded expectations. Happy birthday. The Baltimore Ravens get back to playing Baltimore Ravens defense, and he'll get a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Now, I did list off all of these stats. There's one that I did not list.
What's that?
That stat is 3-5.
What's that mean?
Playoffs.
That is Lamar Jackson's playoff record. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think, given all of the stats that he has accumulated over his first 8 seasons in the NFL, he has lived up to expectations come the playoffs?
Hell no. Hell no. Severe disappointment. Objectively speaking. Honestly, there's a world where you could say for a first-round quarterback, remove all the regular season accolades, for a first-round quarterback to have a 3-5 record in the playoffs is a disappointment. You know what I mean? Like, you could say that for a first-round.
But the way he came into the league, if we're talking Lamar Jackson coming into the league, he's exceeded every expectation.
Absolutely.
The way he came into the league.
Absolutely.
He's exceeded, playoffs included, because you're the last pick of the first round.
But see, here's my problem, though, T, and now speaking from a fan perspective.
We're looking at it now. You're looking at it because he's Lamar the Great.
Yeah.
But when he came into the league, he wasn't Lamar the Great. It was he can't throw. Mm-hmm. All he can do is run. He's fast. He's not accurate. Now he's all of that. And so we're looking at it as almost a finished product. Mm-hmm. But if we say when he came into the league, if he doesn't win another playoff game, he's exceeded expectations because nobody thought he would even get to this point.
T, let me flip it on his head. Maybe he's exceeded expectations, but has he exceeded desires? Has he exceeded hopes? Because if you're a Ravens fan, you need more.
I agree. Yes, I agree. Because he's shown us now he's truly a generational talent. He's shown us that. He's not just a guy that can run the ball.
Yeah.
He can throw with accuracy. He can throw with anticipation.
Yeah.
And when you show us you're this type of player, now we expect more of you. We didn't expect this when he came into the league. He's earned the expectations of, bro, we expect you to be great at all times, so start being great in the playoffs because you haven't been. But the way he came into that league, the way he sat in that green room with his mother, the way his mom is his agent, they said he was wrong for doing everything they said he couldn't do, he's done. Now he just has to do that
let me
the
push
most
back,
important time.
Because what do they say about the mobile quarterback? They say you can't win the big one.
They say
that's what
you're mobile because you can't read coverage.
Sure,
you can't throw an. You can't.
But ultimately, they don't want that quarterback. Whoever the proverbial they don't. We know who they are. They don't want that quarterback. Not because that quarterback can't run for a lot of yards. Not even because that quarterback can't win regular season games. Because thus far through 60, 70 years of National Football League Super Bowls, that quarterback can't win a Super Bowl. That quarterback who's passing to rushing yardage ratio is less than 3-1 or 3.5-1, that quarterback can't win a Super Bowl. So when you say Lamar Jackson has proved them wrong, they would be like, bro, I told you he couldn't win a Super Bowl, and he hasn't gotten there yet. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow has gotten there. Patrick Mahomes has done what the hell he's done. You know what I mean? Like,
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Jalen's an outlier that proves the rule, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen's an outlier to me that proves the rule. But I
all
don't
them
know.
central cast pushes.
My problem is that until Lamar gets to a Super Bowl or wins one, in theory, they're still right about the mobile quarterback.
We're reading a book. At the start of the book, it looks like it's going to be a ton of struggle. When you get to the end of the book and you see that, he overcame everything that we didn't think he could overcome, we still in the middle of the book. We don't know if it's going to end well or not. We think it may. But when you get to the front and you start reading this book, you're like, this ain't gonna end well for him.
Yeah.
The way Bill Polian made it seem, he was gonna be three
let me
years
ask
and
you,
out the league.
Can you win in your mind a Super Bowl with a quarterback who their passing to rushing ratio is 4-to-1 or less, meaning 4,000 passing yards to 1,000 rushing yards or less?
Yeah.
Can you win a Super Bowl with that? Because statistically speaking, no quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl, I think, with less than like a 6.5-to-1 passing to rushing ratio. I think Steve Young was like 13.5. I think Russell Wilson was like 7.3.
What is Jalen Hurts?
I can check.
Jalen Hurts is not a big runner. He
Year.
just gets a lot of touchdowns. I'll say this. When these questions are asked or these things are brought up, it has to be with an asterisk. Because for so many years, they didn't want mobile quarterbacks. They didn't want mobile quarterbacks. The black quarterback was like, oh, wait, what are we doing? The black quarterback, you weren't given opportunity to play quarterback if you were athletic. Go play receiver. Go play DB. And so when you look at it back, the Peyton Mannings and every quarterback, it don't matter what race you are now, is mobile. For the most part, damn near every quarterback is mobile. It don't matter the race. If you're not mobile, you're not playing at all. Like Ty Simpson, he can move.
But okay,
He's
let me ask you
mobile.
this. So
all these quarterbacks are mobile.
Jalen Hurts last year, 4.6 to 1. So for every 4.6 passing yards, 1 rushing yard. I think Lamar Jackson at his best has usually been like 3.5 to 1 because he's rushed for so many yards. What about when your mobility hinders your passing ability?
I believe personally, last year, and I said this at the other spot, Lamar Jackson really showed me something. Because I was he's a great runner. He needs to improve as a passer. If I'm his receiver, I don't know if I want to play with Lamar. He showed me something last year. He was accurate. He was throwing with anticipation and timing. But again, I'm biased. He come out here. He working his ass off. He from Florida. He coming out to Orange County training.
I think we're using wrong words. It just dawned on me. We keep saying mobile. You got to be mobile in the NFL outside of Matthew Stafford right now. But Lamar's a runner.
Also,
he's not mobile. Like this year, and then Kiper, take over after me, please. This year in the AFC, Drake May can run, but he's not a runner. Bo Nix can run, but he's not a runner. AFC. Aaron Rodgers is just old now. Josh Allen is a runner, but he can throw so extravagantly. Trevor Lawrence can run, but he's not a runner. CJ Stroud, he don't even run. He said it himself. He don't even be running. That's the AFC quarterbacks. I missed one, but I'm going to keep moving. NFC quarterbacks. Jordan Love can run, not a runner. Matthew Stafford can't even run. He doesn't try to run.
Jalen
Hurts is a runner.
Jared Goff
don't try, but he's not even it. Brock Purdy can kind of run.
Let's be honest, though. Does Lamar Jackson really run like that anymore?
Not anymore.
He don't run like that anymore.
That's what I was going to say. Last season, his ratio was right there with he was 4.55, so 4.6, right there with Jalen Hurts. To me, it's not about a pass to rush ratio. It's not about whether a running quarterback can do it or whatnot. It's about Lamar Jackson not throwing picks in big moments. It's about Lamar Jackson not throwing interceptions in the red zone against the Chiefs whenever you have the number 1 defense in the league. It's about showing up in those big games the same way you show up in the regular season games. And I understand teams have a better game plan against you come playoff time. They're throwing out stuff that they haven't thrown out there against you all season, maybe. He hasn't been able to. He hasn't played at the level that we see him play during the regular season, during the playoffs this entire time. He just hasn't. He has not. He's not to a Dak Prescott degree, but they have the same sort of great regular season, not remotely close to what they were during the regular season transfer whenever that playoff time starts. It's to me that's the problem with Lamar Jackson right now. Can you show up and not turn the ball over in big moments? Your teammates also, they're selling you in big moments. But like you said yesterday, it always comes down to one play with the Ravens. For whatever reason, it always comes down to one play. So now Harbaugh gone, fresh start. I want to see if he can go out there and win a Super Bowl because I think he's genuinely this generation's Peyton Manning. Up until this point, I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson is known, similar to Peyton Manning, as a bit of a playoff choker. As a guy that underperforms in the playoffs, even though he's an amazing quarterback, one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen, but he's underperformed.
And we've seen what happened with Peyton.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
We've seen.
But here's the difference for me is, and maybe it's just because history. Peyton played a type of brand of ball that would allow him to play for 18 years.
Yeah.
Thus far, we haven't seen a quarterback who plays a brand of ball like Lamar, though nobody's like Lamar. We haven't seen a quarterback play a brand of ball like Lamar Jackson that will allow them to play at a high level or a quality level even for 18 years. Peyton Manning in 2015, I think he was drafted in 99. I think 2013, rather, was the best version of himself. Year 14 or 15.
Yeah.
55 touchdowns, 5,500 yards. So this year when Lamar Jackson wasn't running, the Ravens' offense was as bad as it's ever been. Now, I also think he was hurting all the things, but, like, I'm just curious, like, have we seen the best version of Lamar?
I don't believe so, because last year, it shocked me the way that he was just throwing the ball so accurately. He's going to get better. Like, if everybody else can improve with their accuracy and throwing a football, why can't he?
It's not about that. It's about what makes him so good is he can throw like that, but he can also run like that. If Lamar's only running for 400 yards a season like he did this year, albeit injuries, he'll never be able to throw like Matthew Stafford. So, like, keep getting better as a thrower. But Lamar, what makes you elite is like, bruh, you can run like nobody we've ever seen before.
But to me, he's trying to evolve into more of a passer because, as Kerry Bridges talked about, he hasn't won in the playoffs doing that. So I've tried it this way. So now I'm going to do it this way because running, everybody talks about him because he's underachieved in the playoffs. Running. So now I'm going to do it a different way.
We saw this in real time. Kieran, pull up 2023 playoffs, Lamar Jackson versus the Kansas City Chiefs. 2024 playoffs, 2023 season.
Yeah.
They have the number one defense in football.
Yeah.
They're at the bank. And Lamar, you can't outpass Mahomes, but you can't outrun Mahomes. But in that game, Lamar Jackson, he only ran the ball 8 times. Yeah. This is a season in which Lamar Jackson,
he ran for. I mean, he outthrew Mahomes.
Yeah, but you got to remember the game, like statistically speaking.
Statistically,
but like when it matters, my thing is Lamar. There were several moments in that game where Lamar, go run. You're a runner. Go run.
I thought against the Steelers this past Sunday.
Yeah.
He should have gotten out and ran a little more. And I'm like, what did you sit in the pocket for? What you taking? That's he's evolving.
Evolving or devolving?
He's evolving because the running is why we are saying, can Lamar win in the playoffs? Mm-hmm. He's trying to become a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Throwing the football when it matters the most because historically, we have yet to see a quarterback win a Super Bowl just from running more than they throw. I think he's evolving. And he's going into year 9 next year, I believe, is it?
Yeah, 9, bro. It's crazy.
These next 2 years are going to be pivotal. Very, very important in his career. But if Josh Allen don't get it done, he going to be in that same situation.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow going to be in that same situation.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes want to come back and prove a point. He going to be in the same situation, although he has won multiple Super Bowls because now he got a chip on his shoulder because of the injury. And so this is, there's probably, 5 teams, maybe 7, that can say, I really don't know if we have a quarterback. Mm-hmm. The quarterbacks are better than they've ever been. They're better than they've ever been.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's well said. Where we at?
We do have some more super chats.
You looking at him?
Let's hit the Ravens ones first, for Christ's sake.
But by the way, happy birthday!
Let's hit the Lamar
happy
ones.
birthday,
Happy birthday, Lamar!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Should we hit he runs super chats though. He don't tell you how to intro the show. So like you can't now all of a sudden start telling. His name is Social Trae.
Yeah.
Like he runs social. So social has whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you're right. The ball is in my court.
Oh my God.
I'll start with Lamar. RBJ said Lamar in no frame of the imagination has underachieved. 2-time MVP and had a Steph Curry effect on the league by quarterbacks being forced to, have to run now. Mm-hmm. Sure, not getting a chip will keep him out of the top 10 combos, but he's still a first-round Hall of Famer in my
first
opinion.
ballot, no question.
Absolutely.
Yep. The Lamar tweets are over already? The super chats are over already?
Bro.
All right, well, let's get to it, man. Do what you have to do. It's your job.
You're right. Okay, let me get to it. I can't read this name. It's inappropriate. My daughter could be watching. It's Praise Me. It's the first part of the name. Sent a $50 super chat and said, Mariah Bear, how much for you to go out with Miss Mills? I I'm going to answer that for him. He is a spoken for man, okay? So he's not dating anybody then with whom he's spoken.
Wait, Mariah Bear is crazy.
Mariah Bear is crazy. They flooded the
I
chat
gotta
with
call
Mariah
Shady. You think Shady up?
Yeah, but there's no telling what he's doing.
He gonna go crazy. Huh?
He might answer the phone and be in the middle of who knows what.
Let me see.
We're calling Shady live right now.
Oh wow. Let me see what my dog doing. Let's see what Shady gonna say.
This could be epic.
Good. 10:09. No, he might be out.
He might be. He might think you calling him about. He might think you calling him about work.
Yeah,
and be purposely ignoring the call.
Hey, yo, you sleep? Oh, my bad.
Oh
G.
man, bro.
We was in the middle of the show, and they calling Care Bear Mariah Mills Bear.
I was thinking that was funny.
Get your rest, King.
All right, my G, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's gonna come in Saturday.
You woke a grown ass man up out of his sleep.
We didn't know he was asleep.
I didn't know he was asleep.
We didn't know it's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. Next super chat, RBJ again said, chat talking about BBL Bear, and I feel the need to pay and share the nickname. It wouldn't be like this if you weren't a Cowboys fan. Only Bear. They're calling him Only Bear. Like only
Like
fans,
OnlyFans
but Only
Bear?
Bear.
It's been a rough day for you,
It's
Care
been a
Bear.
rough night, Care Bear.
It's been a rough night.
Oh, we did get another Lamar from Central Cast.
Yeah!
There we go.
On topic, yeah.
We already know Lamar Jackson is the Dak Prescott of the AFC, and I've said this before, that Lamar will probably not win a Super Bowl because he doesn't elevate his receivers. None of his receivers are pro from him. All pro, I'm assuming is what he meant.
Wow.
We got another one, K Crazy 215, who's clearly an Eagles fan. He's in the chat frequently, and he says, he puts this veiled. Anyway, TJ, if you played with the quarterback for 4 years and 3 of those years you're an all-pro, something you didn't do before him, has he negatively impacted your career? Also, career highs with this guy, by the way.
No, who is he
This
talking
is
about?
that's an indirect shot at you.
AJ Brown?
Yeah, he is. That's an indirect shot at you, Nacho.
So I said that AJ Brown has been hindered by Jalen Hurts.
Shit, with that stat, it's hard to argue what he just said. That's hard to argue.
But it's a complete false premise.
But I'll say
Context,
this.
again,
Context.
AJ Brown, if he was with it's not even the quarterback really, just in a different offense, he gonna put up 1,300 a year easy every year. If he was just in a different, their offense is built around the run game and that offensive line.
Yeah.
That's just what their offense is built around.
Hey, take a time. We're going to get to the last topic, G. Is there any more pressing super chats?
Nah.
Okay. Sorry, super chats. We got to get to this last topic.
Finally, we can talk about what I was excited to talk about before the whole Mariah Mills nonsense. LeBron James, man. LeBron James out tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. If he misses one more game this season, he will be ineligible for postseason awards. He currently has a 21-season streak of being named to an All-NBA team. Jeez. 21 straight years of being an All-NBA player, top 15 player in the NBA.
That's crazy.
Fellas, do you guys think that this limit on games and making players ineligible is ruining LeBron's legacy?
I think it's going to ruin a lot of legacies. I don't know if it's ruining LeBron's because LeBron's already to go. The things he's done, legacy survive. But you know what it is, T? You know when you create a punishment to punish one particular person, but unintentionally you end up punishing some other people. You got a couple kids from what you've told me. If you mandate a curfew at 11 o'clock at night because your one daughter always comes back late, but your respectful daughter now got to come back at 11 o'clock too, because she has to abide by the authority that you created to govern that one individual. That's the problem with these NBA rules. Like the 65 game minimum to be an all NBA caliber player, it wasn't for the Jokic's this season. It was made for the Kawhi Leonards. It was made for the Joel Embiids. It was made for the individuals that were like intentionally sitting games. It wasn't made for the individuals that's genuinely hurt. So I do think that the minimum to be qualified for an All-NBA team, I think it's that rule that was created for like the select few bad kids, but unfortunately everybody has to abide by the principle.
LeBron doesn't care because it doesn't affect him. Like, you All-NBA 21 seasons.
We'll
I
never see
wasn't
that
1 year. What a big deal, right? But I'll say this. As you were talking, I'm sitting here thinking, like, how could they fix this? And this is how they can fix it. Anybody that misses 5 to 7 games consecutively, we know you're injured. Those games they do not count anymore. Because they did this because they got tired of the load management. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to make sure you don't miss more than 17 games. If you miss X amount of games consecutively, we know you are hurt. This is a true injury. Those games no longer count to be an All-NBA or getting the honors. Mm-hmm. I think that's how they should. Like, Jokic is going to miss maybe 15, 16 games. He's injured because all those games are going to be consecutively. They shouldn't count. They should not count. They should be kind of just washed away. LeBron at the start of the season, however many games he missed, I think it was 13, 14, they shouldn't count. Because when you miss that many games in a row, the rule was put in place to stop the load management. This ain't load management. This is the injury. Speaking of Jokic and what LeBron went through to start the season. Yeah. That's a remedy.
I like that. That's well said. No, I think that's actually a great strategy if that's what it was. Because I hate the players being, taken away from these awards for injury purposes. Right now, Jokic is playing the best basketball in the entire league. Mm-hmm. I have 56-point triple-double, like 15 rebounds, 15 assists. He's just playing the game at a completely different level than everyone else is right now. He should not be, because he had to miss a month due to injury, even though he's going to come back, he's still going to be there, he's going to be healthy for the playoffs. He should not be ineligible for postseason awards because of this limit. And I understand why they added the limit. It makes sense. But maybe add a limit to the number of games someone can miss one-offs. You know what I mean? The random DNPs, the random coach's decisions, you know what I mean? Like the ones where you're really sitting out.
Can I play devil's advocate a little bit? Because I hear y'all, and I don't disagree completely, but I am going to play devil's advocate. If you're out, say, 20 games due to injury, and it's legit, let's just say it's your only injury of the season, but you only clock 50. Let's just say 52 to 55
You miss 20 games. That's you playing still a lot.
Yeah,
62.
Yeah, you are. So let's knock it down a little bit. Let's say you play 55 games, right?
60 should be minimum.
Okay, so you still think there should be a minimum?
Yes, you.
Okay,
you can't miss half the season. And
no, but let's say you got a guy that's on the fringe, right?
I'd say 60.
Okay, let's say they're at 55 to 60 games, right? Mm-hmm. And they have a Jokic type season, but Shea has a Shea type season, but he's done it for 79 games. Mm-hmm. But Jokic's numbers look better because he didn't have to do it over the course of 82 games as opposed to 55, 60 games. Do you reward Jokic for having the better
Trae,
stats?
if it's close, you got to
give
go
it
with
to the guy that did it
Absolutely.
more. Okay,
absolutely. If it's close, you got to go with the guy that was there.
Okay.
But to me, 60 game minimum.
Okay.
Because a guy like Jokic, he deserves this.
Yeah.
He deserves this. Like, it's a freak accident.
Yep.
How he got injured.
Yeah.
And now he can't get any All-NBA honors. Yeah. Like, when you go back to look, this is going to hurt his legacy just because it'd have been a 4-time MVP. Another All-NBA. And so that hurts. But to me, if the NBA looked at if you miss these games consecutively, but you do have to play, whether it's 60, whether it's 50, whatever it is, they can come up with the number, but they can figure out a way to remedy this. Because now guys, they're not really load management like they were with Kawhi and all they're aware of it. You see, even with LeBron today, his foot, sciatica acting up. They didn't say it was load management because they're leery of that now. Mm-hmm. The NBA can fix this because I think the guys and the players actually do care and they do want these accolades. They want them.
What principle, though, do y'all care more about? Is it comes down to we're trying to get load management out of the Does it come down to we're trying to get load management out of the game, or does it come down to you should have to play a bare minimum number of games to make an all-pro team? Reason I say that is I think a lot of Lane Johnson, let's talk NFL, right tackle for the Eagles. Inevitably, he would have missed maybe the last 6 or 7 games of the season. Mm-hmm. Yep. Probably still the best or second best right tackle in football. Penei Sewell, Darnell Wright, Lane Johnson. I've seen plenty of all-pro ballots that have Lane Johnson first or second team.
Football, we don't do this.
Correct. But it's because we don't care about the load management. But Lane Johnson missing as many games as he did, he's probably only would have played 65 or so % of the games. If you play 60 NBA games, that's still 73% of games. So do we care more about like the principle of it, or is it, you should have to play a certain amount of games?
I think it should just be a certain amount of games because in all honesty, load management, I think actually in the modern day of basketball is necessary. It's necessary because in a lot of playoff runs that we've had over the past 5 to 10 years, you've seen key injuries to superstar players over and over and over again. The guys that I need to show up every single night and put up 27, 28, we're perfectly fine when they're doing that 70 times during the regular season, but whenever his Achilles pops in the second round of the playoffs, oh, dang, that's crazy. That sucks. Now we're going to miss a dude for the entire year? Nah. Sit out 5 regular season games, 6 regular season games. Sit out a week whenever you have that calf strain so your Achilles doesn't pop whenever it matters most. And let's get back to having the sport that we all enjoy watching. The thing is, when you have guys that are consistently injured, whenever they consistently can't play, so they have to kind of, in a way, cheat the game, cheat the grind. I have to sit out 2 games a week. Then you're not an all-NBA player. You're not actually going through the grind. Like, yes, you're probably playing at an all-NBA level, but you should not be in the same conversation with the guys that have played an entire 70 games, 75 games, whatever it was. Right. That's just how I feel about it. Load management, though, I don't think load management needs to get out of the game. As a matter of fact, I think it's for guys that genuinely do it in a correct way, that bodies aren't falling apart. I think it's a net positive.
So you think you'd rather have load management in the game of basketball than shorten the season from 82 games to like 70?
Well, shorten the season is a different conversation.
I wouldn't shorten the season, but it's the pace that they play at.
Yep.
When we were growing up, the games were in the 80s. Then it kind of got to the high 90s. If they allowed the physicality back into the game like they did in the playoffs last year, now it's not as many possessions. The game slows down a little bit more. Guys are a little more physical. They'll play more. Mm-hmm. But when you just sprint up and down the court, your body can only take so much. But when you play in a slower paced game, it's less possessions, less wear and tear on your body. So either start letting them play more physical. Guys will miss less games because it's less mileage on your body.
Mm-hmm. You always argue that point.
No, yeah, absolutely. I think it's a completely different basketball than what we're comparing. If I pull up a video right now of 1988 Eastern Conference Finals, you're gonna be like, wow,
78. They need to have us on the board. They need to just go ahead and bring us in because we giving them ideas for nothing.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like, you're gonna be shocked at how slow paced the game is. Bro. You're gonna be shocked at how the half court sets don't look like people sprinting around doing all these other things. How isolation basketball wasn't even really that crazy of a thing at that time. Like now, throughout like the even early 2000s, those games were. Bruh, completely different basketball. Even 2011, when LeBron lost to the Mavericks, go look at the final scores in those games. We were rarely hitting 100 points. 100 points, whenever I was a kid, 100 points was like, yo, y'all scored 100? Dang, y'all went crazy. Now, bruh, 120, yeah, sure. That is not 140. Okay, like nobody's surprised by that.
You like, is this an all-star game? Like, what is this?
It's all about getting down court, finding an open 3. That's the priority of shots because it's worth half a point more than what a regular jump shot would be. But I just think load management isn't the problem. I would be a fan of shortening the season if it didn't have such a huge impact on statistical barriers and all these like hitting 30K, bro. That's something that like I want when I'm showing my kids basketball, I want them to be like, bro, he scored 30,000 points. Mm-hmm. He's like legit one of the best scorers to ever do it. That means something. You know what I mean? To have that not be the case, it's tough.
Well, but and as a fan of the NBA, I think one of the bigger implications of shortening the season, because I'm not necessarily opposed to that too, but I know what the NBA is going to turn around and do is then heighten the prices of tickets even more because we've got 10 less games across 30 teams. That's 300 fewer games that we're playing in the season. That's a lot of revenue that we're missing. So how do we make up for that? By increasing ticket prices, which isn't fair to the casual fan either, and if
but
that's
it's
what we want to
also
cater
not fair
to.
that the casual fan paid $200 to go watch Steph Curry and he don't play because
that's the problem.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know?
And to me also, cost benefit analysis. We're talking you have even though it's a shortened season, that means tighter playoff battles, tighter situations with games. Obviously, they're adding the play-in games and whatnot. There's more games that people want to see, but 82.
This just came to my head. What would y'all think about shortening the actual game? Maybe 40 minutes instead of 48.
You run into the same problem.
I think it's just statistically that sucks.
But statistically, because games are scored at a higher pace, now games are finishing at 110, 115, 120 points.
There's more guys averaging 20 right now, 20 or more than ever before in the
NBA. Yeah. Like a guy like Jalen Johnson, who's averaging almost 24 points a game. Yeah.
It's you have
Yeah,
to
he
adjust for
really-
inflation
hey,
at some point.
He's
Real
not a
talk.
number one on a lot of teams.
He really the reason they got rid of Trae Young over Dyson Daniel. Like,
Yeah.
24 games.
100%, yeah.
Think of the Lakers just played the Spurs tonight. LeBron didn't play. What you just said, you know how many fans are mad about that?
Correct.
Yeah.
They bought that ticket
To see LeBron
to see LeBron play.
and Wemby.
Yep.
And they saw LeBron, but they ain't see
Didn't
LeBron play.
Yeah. Yep.
That's facts. What a show.
Great show.
Great show. For me.
show. Well, it was great in the sense that it was great,
Yeah.
but it was not great in the sense that you prefaced the show by saying you were going to choose peace.
I chose peace. Y'all didn't choose peace in the chat.
Oh, no. Don't put this on them.
They wrote it.
They're culpable as well.
They wrote it and they paid.
You chose a lot of violence
They
today.
forced me.
You chose a lot
We
of
have
violence
speakeasy
today.
rules. If you pay $50, it must get read.
You called LaShawn McCoy out of his sleep
Right.
to rat on Care Bear being
Right.
called Mariah Mills
You're
shaped.
right.
Man,
You're
Shady
right.
be in the bed early.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
crazy.
I can't remember the last time I was in the bed at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? And he was in
I
a
got
deep
you.
sleep.
He was really asleep.
His breath was
Hey,
stinking.
here's the
And
thing.
he answered that
His voice
phone.
was
though.
Shady really my dog,
He
though.
answered that
Oh,
phone.
yeah, he did.
Because like
Because
it
he
went
went
to
to voicemail and he saw,
and he saw Acho
Yeah.
call.
And he
Like,
still answered. Yeah, that's love. That's
That's my
love.
dog,
but
bro.
we locked in. That's why everybody loves y'all. They know y'all are great chemistry. And
Kieran, you have a good show?
It was a show. Ethan, start the music. We will be here, not tomorrow. No more
EDO
Thursday
Bear.
shows, but we will be here Saturday night. The next time you see us here in the Speakeasy, we will be reacting to playoff football. Somebody's season's gonna end. Somebody's
fact.
season
Hey,
is gonna
James
continue.
Jones in the building Saturday
James
night.
Jones in the building
In the
on
building,
Saturday.
flesh.
It's going.
Hey,
to
James,
be
bring my
a
$500
time.
you owe me.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Get a Todd show.
TJ,
wow.
pull up. No, pull up on Saturday.
You should.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you. Hey,
up.
listen,
We don't really have
TJ.
seats, though.
He just
okay,
need
we'll
to,
kick
he just
Trae
need to
off.
check
Yeah.
James about his. Oh, I'll gladly take a seat to see TJ. Macho up on James Jones about
That'd
his
be fun.
500.
That'd be
TJ
fun.
do. He said if you spit on him, he said if you touch his daughters,
That's facts.
TJ got all this
You got a
violence.
lot of
on him.
criteria to whoop you.
But you gonna give James Jones
TJ,
the pass
can you
for 500
cry on the way home?
Somebody owe me 500.
Like, listen to a sad song, 1,000 Miles, maybe. What's that song they be playing at weddings?
What is it? I don't know that one.
I'm smiling, man.
Nah, I don't know that
Too
one.
much pain in my life.
Well, what did he say
1,000
too?
years?
Oh yeah. Wait, so like.
You just doing the same thing he
Colors
did.
and yeah.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a Christina Perry song. Yeah,
Listen to, like, cry.
yeah, no,
See,
that's the
I'm
weddings
like,
Acho be going to.
Yeah,
not the weddings
that
I be going
sounds
to.
like
I don't
some
know. Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
rich.
nah, I was about to say.
Catch
The ones I
every
be going to.
Friday.
You
Hey,
make me happy.
Catch
Yeah,
at the
that's what I-
reception.
Yeah, no.
Nobody walked down
Catch
the
at the
aisle to that,
reception.
dude.
Yeah, catch at
reception
the
dance
LA.
for that one.
Yeah. Catch LA
I
at the
think you
reception
walked down
type.
the aisle.
I'm walking down the aisle. Man, I'm walking down the aisle to something.
You know what I walked down the aisle too? I
Young
ain't gonna lie,
boy
that
walking
shit
down
was
the
hard.
aisle.
You ain't even walking down the aisle. She walking down. You talking about
Oh, I'm
afterwards?
talking about when me and my boys come out.
Yeah.
We coming out to something tough. For sure.
Well, wait for the ceremony. So
Like
what I
that
came
for
out
four.
to, what I came out to for the ceremony was, ain't nobody dope
as me, I just so fresh,
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta see if I bookmarked this. Did y'all see the dude who walked down the aisle to "I'm Going In" by Lil Wayne?
That's tough.
Did you see? No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
Search real quick.
It wasn't?
We're not letting y'all go
no.
just yet.
Oh, no.
Search real quick. Wedding. Try that. This is the most. Oh,
Is that it?
Taylor, take it.
Well, I see a barn
listen.
already. I'm not pleased. The pews aren't filled. Oh no.
That boy love Lil Wayne, huh?
Wow. Now
You ain't
imagine,
marrying my daughter.
Hey, TJ,
You ain't marrying my daughter. Nah, buddy.
Crazy.
Nah,
yeah.
buddy. Nah.
Yeah, but you know what? I will commend him for having the
was
censor
tough, bro.
version.
Yeah,
Because there's a few N-words in that verse, and they were omitted. I can appreciate that.
All right, we gotta get out of here. I love
we
y'all.
do have to get up out of here. Look, we will be back here Saturday night after the playoff games. I'm not sure what time they start, but you know, 11:15 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir.
We will be live no later than that.
No later than that.
Unless the game goes through it. Okay, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Tre's daughter is not in the Speakeasy, so we do not respect Mountain Time today.
Sorry.
Look, for Care Bear Kieran, for TJ Hushmanzada, and no one else that had any part to do with the Mariah Mills nonsense, we will see you guys back here in the Speakeasy next time.
Hey, I didn't like it. Ethan said, hey, I didn't like it.